Hey, welcome everybody to a Friday night under the lights Region 9 football playoff edition here. Good evening. Welcome to Pineview High School, where the Pineview Panthers, we have a Region 9 rematch as the 15 seed Panthers will host the 18 seed Dixie Flyers in the first round of the 4A State of Utah Football Championships. Devin Dixon, Carl Frankie here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth, ready for a good one. And Carl, if the regular season between the Panthers and the Flyers was any indication, we might need some bonus extra time to settle this one tonight.
Yeah, baby. The first one went into overtime, blocked extra point. Got the win for Pineview, so this one I don't see is going to be any different. I'm really excited to see all the adjustments from both sides, from the previous game to this game, what they try to take away, what they implement that's a little bit different. I've already seen Rand Sawyer on defense out there in the pregame. I've seen Brock Harris on defense in the pregame, so this should be exciting.
It's going to be fun tonight. Boulevard Home brings you high school football here on the Fan Sports Network. We're now at 7 o'clock and officially be 4 wide on the fansportsnetwork.com. If you're listening on the radio side or you're watching on the live stream, we got you covered tonight. Snow Canyon is up 27-0, Carl. They have forced 5 turnovers. That game's still in the third quarter right now. Desert Hills jumped out to a 21-0 start. That was the 6 o'clock kickoff. The Beat Diggers of Jordan just scored, so it's 21-7. There's still 5 or 6 minutes left in the first half in that game across town. This game here, Panthers, Flyers, and Hurricane hosting the Cedar Reds, going to kick off here in less than 10 minutes.
Yeah, no surprises for me with the Murray Snow Canyon game. I mean, I didn't expect 5 turnovers by Murray, but that game I knew that Snow Canyon was going to take care of business on the road, and Desert Hills for sure taking care of business at their home place against a Jordan team that's I know is really outmatched.
Let's take a look at here inside our Sport Court of Southern Utah broadcast. We've got lots to do here. We're going to get the Findlay Subaru stars of the game. We're going to pick one for each team that Carl wants to ISO in. We're going to get you the Everbowl keys to the game here in a few minutes. We'll get you the tail of tape. Let's start first, though, with the Star Watch. And Carl, I think it's pretty easy tonight. Brock Harris, he's a beast. He's probably a 4-star defensive end and a 5-star tight end. He's the real deal. I was standing next to him down on the field, and he's even bigger in person than he looks on film and tape. And I think all eyes will be on Brock. They did a good job. Dixie kind of took him away and limited him in that first meeting, a 35-34 win for Pineview. But Brock did not have a big game in that performance.
No, and Brock was also very banged up and was nursing some ankle injuries. Where tonight I kind of asked him, I said, how we feeling injury-wise? He says, I'm about 100% right now. So you're going to see a little bit different stuff from Brock Harris than you saw the first time around. And then on the other side of the ball, you know, you got Rand Sawyer, where you're just going to have to try to stop that run, that fly sweep, that outside zone of Dixie, and keep him bottled up all night and limit the big play.
Yeah. Star Watch tonight, Brock Harris for the Panthers, and of course Rand Sawyer. Rand Sawyer, what can't this kid do? Averaging over 180 yards a game, well north of 1,000 yards rushing already on the season. You know, bunch of touchdowns, can catch it as well. Played receiver last year. They would use him in the run game in the jet sweep stuff, but he was more receiver. With lack of depth at the running back position, they've needed him more running back, and boy, he's exploded when he's healthy. He's missed a couple games, so the statistics are pretty gaudy when you consider he's missed some time out there on the football field.
Yeah, you know, we talked about it earlier in the week, just how he goes off for like clips of touchdowns. It's not just one, right? And so Pineview's got to keep him at, you know, I expect him to get one tonight, but you can't let him get loose and start getting all these carries and go off for 3, 4, 5 touchdowns tonight. You're going to have to keep him bottled up for sure. And again, they're going to have to use their secondary guys to really suck up and try to stop that run. And that should open up the passing game for Wyatt Truman.
You look at the numbers for Rand Sawyer this year, it's pretty impressive what he's done. 130 carries, 1,091 yards. That's 8.4 per tote, 181.8 yards a game, and 14 rushing touchdowns. Brock Harris playing a little bit of both ways, and the stats receiving, as he's our Findlay Subaru Star Watch player for the Panthers. Brock Harris, 32 catches, 458 yards. That's 14.3 per catch and 7 touchdowns.
Yeah, what's really impressive with Brock Harris is his blocking. If you watch him, he'll probably have 5, 6, 7 pancakes tonight, and he really blocks for his running backs, and they'll even have him stay in and chip the edge before he goes out. So he's really, really pivotal for their success. If you're Pineview, he's got to stay healthy. He's got to be on the field.
No question about it. Sport Court pregame show continues here. We'll get to our keys to the game, brought to you by Everbull, in just a minute, but we're going to take a quick timeout, off and running here. National anthem when we come back. Keys to the game. We'll get you the House of Jump starting lineups, Carl's thoughts on breaking it down, and then kickoff.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 200 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now by visiting redrockrealestate.com.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Remember when Down East was all scratch and dent furniture, your go-to for dorm rooms, kids' rooms, and first homes? Well, the times have changed, and Down East has changed with you. Down East is proud to offer our beautiful collection of high-quality furniture designed to elevate your space and make a statement. From stylish sofas and dining tables to cozy bedroom collections. If you're starting fresh or looking to upgrade, Down East has everything you need to create the home you'll love.
Hey, back live here, Sport Court of Southern Utah pregame show, getting ready for the Flyers and the Panthers here from Pineview High School. Just a beautiful, nice day. Temperatures in the low 80s. Great rendition of our national anthem. I'm assuming, Carl, that was one of the students, junior ROTC out there with our Great American flag and State of Utah flag. And we close in on football. Panthers getting ready to retake the field. They're going to go through the tunnel right at midfield. They got the captains coming out as the Flyers wearing the whites with the blue trim and the black, all black tonight for Pineview High School. There you see Brock Harris and some of the other captains. Let's take a look at our Everbull keys to the game. And coach for the Flyers, talk with Coach Munkers, no 3 and outs. They got to sustain drives. And he said red zone and time of possession going to be crucial for us tonight. Coach Rick Berry said, hey, we've got to limit drives. We can't let them go on 10-plus play drives. We got to get up the field on defense, and we've got to find a way to put pressure on Levi Shaw and create some turnovers. You look at Pineview statistics, and Coach Boyer, he told me, hey, we got to stop Rand Sawyer. We got to control him. Even if we can't stop him, we got to control him. And he said, our offensive line's got to play really well tonight. And then he said, we've just got to be consistent as a unit. And they also mentioned the turnovers tonight in a playoff game. You know, both coaches really wanting to focus on not making those mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, the biggest thing, obviously, when you get in this time of year is turnovers are going to kill you, as you see what's happening with Snow Canyon and Murray right now. And then ball control, being able to control the clock, control the ball, put points up in as many possessions as you possibly can. And then, obviously, no mistakes. Be patient on offense. Be patient on defense, okay? You've been practicing all week. Know your keys. Have eye discipline. And when the play comes to you, make it.
We've got both the captains of each teams out there. Was 4 of each. It looks like there are 3 Flyers out there, 4 Panthers. Coin flip coming. Thanks to Everbowl, where St. George gets their super food fix. They're over there in the Red Rock Commons next to Dick's Sporting Goods. And the acai bowls, Carl, they are delicious. They're smoothies. They got avocado toast in the mornings. Proudly serving the St. George community. Everbowl, where St. George gets its super food fix. Panthers have won the toss. They have deferred, so we'll see Wyatt Truman and this Flyer offense. And will we see a breakout performance from Truman? Only 6 touchdowns and 6 interceptions this season.
We need to, Devin. You know Pineview's going in. They've done everything they can to prepare themselves for Rand Sawyer, stop the run. They've already seen him once this year, so his speed, the game speed, they already recognize and they know. It's now Wyatt being able to take some shots down the field, being successful with it, and being able to spread out that defense enough to be able to run the ball effectively.
We've got a couple moments here where the Panthers are about to take the field for our Boulevard Home Game of the Week. And take a look at a couple other X factors. Who are you excited to see? Who's a couple other guys for the Flyers and for the Panthers that could really have an imprint on this game?
Oh, man, that Chekwuri kid, Jacoby Chekwuri for Pineview. I seen him play last time I was here for a Pineview game. He really popped for me a little bit. And then, obviously, Fia, number 11 for Pineview. Yep. I think he's going to have a big game tonight, open up Brock Harris. Yeah. Dixie-wise, we already mentioned him. Wyatt Truman's going to have to really go. And then Lucido Bennett.
Yeah, Louis Bennett. He wasn't playing to start the first half of the season. He wasn't going to play football. Decided to change his mind. They welcomed him back. Yeah. And they needed him because they've got like 7-8 kids out for the season. They got a couple collarbones, ACL. They've got a labrum that's torn. Bear is out with the concussion tonight. Coach Barry's starting safety, so they're down a guy there in the secondary. And so they needed a guy like Louis Bennett to come back and add a little depth to that wide receiver room. Yeah, not ideal, right, having a guy come in so late into the season, but I'm sure they welcomed him with open arms and got him caught up to speed and said, hey, use your athleticism and make some plays tonight. One other guy that's out tonight for the Flyers is Kingston, that defensive lineman. He's not going to be able to play tonight as well. They're hoping to get some guys back if they can keep winning. It starts tonight. The playoffs. We're moments away from the kickoff. Final thoughts before we play some football on a Friday night, Region 9 rerun style. Yeah, there's no excuses for either team. They have their 11 on each side of the ball. It's time to ball out. Crosstown rivals. Nothing better than a little Pineview Dixie on a Friday night. And here we go, Dev. Sport Court pregame in the books. Get the home court advantage. Turn your backyard into family fun year-round. Visit their website, sportcourtofsouthernutah.com, or give them a call, 435-586-1282. Have the design team work something up in your backyard, add value to your house, and let your kids get better and better at the sports they love. They got the pickleball, the multi-purpose basketball courts. Check it out, sportcourtofsouthernutah.com. Put 12 minutes on that first quarter clock. Devin Dixon, Carl Frankie here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. Kickoff by Jacobs, and it's a short one, trying to maybe keep it away from a return. It's going to be fielded inbounds and then up the sideline and finally knocked out of bounds. And the Flyers are going to be about the 33, 34-yard line, maybe even the 35. So that worked out pretty good for the Flyers field position-wise. Yeah, beautiful kick. One revolution before it would go out of bounds. It just stuck right there, and you would have hoped they would have covered it maybe a little bit better, but they kept it away from number 2 for sure. All right, we're going to be getting you Region 9 updates on all the other games. Canyon and Desert Hills winning. They kicked off earlier. Hurricane Cedar kicking off right now. Busy around the state. We'll get you all the 4A scores, but let's settle in on this one as Wyatt Truman's going to pitch it to Rand Sawyer. Straight give. He's going to make a little spin move, and it was a pretty one out across the 50. That is a pickup of 16 yards and a fabulous Freddy's first down for the speedy number 2, Rand Sawyer. Yeah, not a good start if you're the defense. You got to settle in here. This too much
much space for him. Too much space. Number 22 for Pineview's got to come up and really set the edge, and he doesn't do that.
Louis Bennett made a nice block, but then didn't let go. Close to being called for a hold there. Pitch it to the other side. Same play. Another crease. Rand Sawyer, dealer collision, big hit as he puts his pad level down and surges for 11 more yards and another first down.
Yeah, this isn't fancy. If you're at home watching this is just toss left, toss right, the old school. Instead of I formation, is that a gun? And he's just using his athleticism and speed and his toughness to get these yards.
First and 10 Flyers again at the 37 of Pineview. Sawyer straight up the middle, and this time hog-tied and wrestled down. Tackle made by Daniel Maya, number 49.
You know what I'm going to need Pineview to do here? If you're going to stop some of this, you got to bring a few bodies to the line of scrimmage. You got to force Dixie to try to block you. Block your guys that are trying to set the edge at the line of scrimmage. They're just too far off the ball.
Appreciate House of Jump. Didn't have a chance to get you all the starters. We'll get him as we go here. Rand Sawyer, the starting tailback's getting another pitch, and he's going to cruise out inside the 30 down to the 28, and that's going to be another Dixie Flyer. Fabulous Freddy's.
First down, and all they're doing is they're doubling the last man on with the tight end, and they're going man-to-man on the outside, and they're expecting those safeties to come up and make these plays, and the safeties are already about 12 yards deep, so by the time they get there, Sawyer's already at about 8 yards.
Fabulous Freddy's, big gas discounts every time you wash your car. Unlimited Car Wash Club. Get all the details at one of the 2 Southern Utah locations.
They're going to run this thing again until they bring bodies.
And it is going to be blown dead, though, as Truman was handing off to Rand Sawyer, and it's going to be a procedure penalty, and they'll back the Flyers up 5. First penalty of the game is a false start.
Yeah, they're just reading the box right now. They don't have enough hats outside, Pineview does, to stop this play. So they're going to have to adjust a little bit to be able to seal this thing and turn it back inside to where all their guys are.
Curtis, the senior, leading tackler for the Panthers defense, 86 tackles on the year. Next closest is Nielsen. He's got 52, and then Himmelwright is third as Truman loses the ball, goes and gets it, picks it up, throws it incomplete. Probably a good thing Bennett did not catch that. That probably saved them 7-8 yards at least by him dropping that low pass.
Yeah, and it was tough to tell if there was anybody up the field illegally. 42 might have been up the field illegally, but they didn't call it.
So here we go, second down and 15 for the Flyers. Rand Sawyer with 3 or 4 great runs, got him down, knocking on the Red Rock Real Estate red zone.
This is where Dixie is in, has a little bit of trouble picking these big ones up. I expect screen to Sawyer, something on the outside, counter back, things of that nature, because they don't have the threat down the field. Looks like they're going to take a timeout and talk this one over.
We'll keep it right here. Gives us a chance to thank the City of St. George Recreation Department. The journey for your kid's sports career starts at sgcityrec.org. By the way, junior jazz signups are now open, so if you have not got your kids signed up, head to sgcityrec.org. And our officials tonight, our referee, veteran, and the head of the Red Rock Officials Association, Gene Van Orden. Anytime I ever have a question, Gene always gracious enough to stop by and always comes by before the start of the football season, talks about the new rule changes. He's a good one. Pete Harmon is the umpire tonight. You've got Logan Snedeker, the linesman. The line judge is Mike Criswell. And then Jordan Oswald is the back judge, our officials for this playoff football game.
Yeah, I called Gene. I went down there and talked to him a little bit, and him and I used to have some battles on the field, and but we were just relishing in it a little bit. And he's like, "I miss you," and I said, "I miss him," and I think he was lying, but no, we had some good times. But he's a Hall of Famer in my book. He's done a great job all these years.
Yep, always. It's such a thankless job, but Gene's one of the good ones. Does a lot of baseball as well. They'll go man in motion, fake the handoff. Truman taking a shot down the middle, has a man. It's Louis Bennett, and he misfires, incomplete. Bennett had a couple steps on the defender, but that ball was not on line.
No, it was kind of in between both receivers there. He had to get that thing out a little bit quicker and throw more of a 2-ball, more on a string to his receiver to give him a chance and not float that thing so far up in the air where both receivers kind of had a chance at it.
Look at the time to throw that, though. He had time in a clean pocket.
Which is weird because he still threw it off his back foot. He's got to just stand in there with some poise and deliver the football and let his playmakers make the play.
Tano Anzalone has been banged up. He is back for this playoff game tonight. He's in a Twins formation with Trey's and Haverone. They're going to go roll out right, throw on the run, and there is Louis Bennett at the 20. It's going to be 4th down. It's a nice pickup of about 11, maybe 12, but they're going to be 2 yards shy of a first down.
And if I'm Monkers right here, I'm running Rand Sawyer to the field. I don't care what it is. I'm running Rand Sawyer to the field. And you can see they put Brock Harris to the field here as a DN, try to cut that off and pick up this double team that he's going to get right now.
4th down and a long 2 for the Flyers, working right to left on your radio dial. They'll hand off to Sawyer to the field side. As Carl said, he's bottled up and he's taken down. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. Curtis and company get the turnover on downs, and that's a big lift for the Panther defense.
Yeah, finally Pineview brought down an extra guy. They had Max Durst down there on the edge, which set the seal. They ran they didn't run the toss. They ran the stretch play. It was like a mid-zone type play, and there was no Brock Harris there stuffing up the edge.
Yeah, the sophomore Pavia was also in there clogging up space. And that Dixie offensive line had some nice creases there, but those last 2 runs for Rand, nowhere to go. Here we go with Levi Shaw, the junior quarterback. Todd Shaw is the offensive coordinator for KJ Boyer, the head coach of the Panthers. They'll start with a run right up the middle to William. William has been the guy. Garrett William, number 27. He's a sophomore because Richardson hurt his ankle, came back from that, and then got knocked out for the season. And so both these teams have had their fair share of injuries. Shaw, though, leads the region out of all the quarterbacks in passing as a junior.
Yeah, getting a lot of cover 2 shell here.
Draw play. William again, and Flyers saying that ball came out. They're pointing, no signal from the officials there, and William gets up with the football. Big double nickel for the Flyers, has to come off the field because he lost his lid. That's Noah Russell, so he'll have to sit out for 1 play.
Yeah, a little bit different defensively here for the Flyers. Running a lot of cover 2 shell stuff. It looks like they are bracketing Brock at the tight end position with the backer and the safety.
Shaw going to throw for the first time, 3rd down over the middle, has a man and a catch and a hit. Quade Sorensen caught it out across the 37-yard line. He paid for it, but a good security catch there to move the chains.
Great ball. I would love to see, I'm just nitpicking here, but if Levi could turn his eyes to Brock a little bit more to the outside, you see on there, he's just staring at the receiver. If he would have looked outside, that safety wouldn't have been there for him.
Tackle made by Seth Morby, but a fabulous Freddy's first down. Twins to either side in a double stack look. They'll run the draw play to William. He'll try to bounce it outside, nowhere to go. Coming up, making that stop, number 11, Carter Jernigan, the senior DB.
Yeah, good stop there, just inside zone. Maybe a little play action here. You always want to run the ball effectively enough just so you can run some of your play action stuff. You got trips to the boundary here.
And they'll look that way. They'll throw it quick. Caught by Sorensen. Shot ahead. Tackle comes from the backside, and that looks like it's going to be right near the sticks. That will be another first down. We got 7:12 left on the Nets on Fire clock. Winter League signups are underway through about the end of November, so get yourself over there to netsonfire.org. Check that out. Panthers want to go quick. They did not give them the first down. Move the chains, guys. They signaled first down. Now they'll move the chains.
There you got formation into the boundary again. We'll see if they, both Pineview and Crimson run a lot of that trips into the boundary and that quick screen out there.
Levi Shaw, 2,300 plus yards passing, looking for more here. Hits Sorensen again. No targets for Brock Harris yet, or for Fia, but Quade Sorensen has had some nice plays and little yak yards.
Yeah, and Levi doing a good job being patient. We talked about patience early. Just take what the defense gives you. Don't get too carried away with what you're doing.
And there's another play outside to Sorensen again, and they'll take it inside the Flyers' 40-yard line. And both these teams racking up fabulous Freddy's first downs on their opening drive.
So between the 20s, right, they move pretty quick, and then we'll see if Pineview starts to bog down like Dixie did, or if they maybe punch through that red zone.
Levi Shaw completing 54% of his passes, averaging 256 yards a game. The junior quarterback's got one-on-one to the top of the screen there with his receiver. That is Graham, I believe.
Yeah, and he's given a lot of space over there too as well.
Yep. And they're going to throw, and it's going to be a nice little hitch route, spin move, can't break free. That's falling Nico.
So that's what that trips into the boundary does. They brought an extra guy over there, so they had 4-on-3, and it leaves that one-on-one to the backside.
They got 6 yards, brings up 2nd and 4.
7-yard pick up there by Falanico. Throw it again. Falanico catches it, and then he is smothered. He's going to lose a yard, Carl.
I was just about to say, you got to be careful, because now you're just, Dixie has seen it 3 times. Someone was going to jump it, and they almost picked it off. That's where you got to run that little fake. It's called bye-bye. You kind of just go out like you're going to stock block, and then you just run past a corner, and you throw that one deep instead of throwing it to the flat.
So early on, Coach Shaw going to Quade Sorensen and Colt Falanico, and Fia and Harris yet to get a target. We'll see maybe on 3rd down if they go for their 5-star junior tight end, 6'5" Brock Harris. They're going to throw it to Harris on an out route. And actually, that's Yoakum. Excuse me, that's Yoakum. And you like Yoakum, the other tight end.
I love this kid. I think he catches about everything. And he's got great feel for the game, sits in zones. He is awesome to have because you're getting that bracket 2 on Brock. That means you got 1-on-1 with the linebacker or the safety with Yoakum.
4th down and short. They bring in Fia in a wildcat. They'll run it right up the right tackle, and he's going to burst ahead, and he is going to move the chains. That's a Panther 1st down, and now they're knocking on the Red Rock Real Estate red zone, Carl.
Yeah, no, it's been really good so far. Again, Levi just taking what the defense gives him. He's not trying to push it into Brock's hands. He's just taking his time. We got the same wildcat stuff going on right here.
Yep, and it's Fia, and they're going to run it with him again. We've seen this quite a bit this season on occasion. It's worked pretty well a couple times last week. Fia put this Panther team on his back last week, but it was not enough as they lost the regular season finale on this field on senior night to Snow Canyon last week. They only dropped 1 spot in the RPI seeding. They went into last Wednesday at 14. With the loss, they dropped to 15. We thought maybe we'd see Snow Canyon Pineview rematch, but Dixie losing to Crimson by 1 point. They dropped 1 spot, and now we got Pineview Dixie here in the 1st round of the 4A playoffs. 2nd down and 7. Man in motion, that's Yoakum. He'll set up outside by the numbers. They'll run a draw play to Garrett William. William shot out of a cannon right into the middle of the secondary, and he's going to take it down to the 12-yard line, and now the Panthers inching closer to our first score of the night.
Yeah, they're just outside the 10-yard line here. I wouldn't get into that wildcat at all. I would just make sure that they stay in this, because Dixie right now, with this going on, they're struggling to pick up these short routes.
Shaw in it, shotgun formation. He'll hand off again. That time, nice tackle by Colo Lynn, the senior, on William on another draw play. That's like, what, the 4th draw play we've already seen in this game to William.
Yeah, I like Quade Sorensen in the slot there after the motion was wide open if they want to just get it to him quick.
Colo Lynn's only played in 8 games this year, missed a little bit of time, but he leads 2nd in the team, 70 tackles. Schumann has 74 to lead the Dixie defense in that department. Man in motion, that's Yoakum. Levi Shaw has the snap, looking, surveying on the right side, going into the end zone. Brock Harris, the intended receiver, and it was too tall.
Yeah, the corner sunk on that really quick. I thought Levi would go to the flat. Looked like, I can't see his number. Yoakum was in the flat wide open. And he's a big boy, so you get him the ball in the flat, he's going to run over a corner for a touchdown.
Snow Canyon Region 9 updates brought to you by the Rink. They're in the 4th quarter trying to ice it against Murray. They lead 27-7, Carl. How about the Warriors? Looks like they're going to be moving on to take on Crimson in the 2nd round next week.
Yeah, that's a good win.
Desert Hills up 35-13 at halftime against Jordan, as we've got a false start 5-yard penalty on Pineview. So on 3rd and 6, that'll back them up.
Yeah, that's a tough penalty right there. It looked like they were just taking way too much time to snap the ball, and maybe it was just miscommunication up front and cadence. So don't have to do anything crazy here. You don't want to throw a pick down here in the red zone. You have 3 points already in your pocket. Just take what the defense gives you, and hopefully one of your guys can make a play for you.
Shaw and the Panthers now. 3rd down and a long 11. Shaw has the snap. He's looking, steps up in the pocket, fires in the end zone. Brock Harris, touchdown. Brock Harris snagged it. What a beautiful find by the quarterback, Levi Shaw. And the Panthers strike first with 3:16 left here in the first quarter. A 12-yard touchdown run, we'll call it, Carl. And how about that throw by Shaw?
Yeah, just like a glance in the middle of the field here. Threw only where he could catch it. You want to throw it above the shoulders on the back line of the end zone, and Shaw puts it right on the money.
Let's, after this, Best Friends, Kanab, Utah. Take home your next new best friend. Check out the website, bestfriend.org. Let's see that one more time. How about this?
3:16 left to go here.
The Holbrook replay, and it was the strike from 12 yards out. We'll take a 30-second timeout as the Panthers strike first. 7-0 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard over the Flyers.
Hey, St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
So I was trying to replay that. Are we in a break? Can you play it now? That touchdown, I just want to record it. No? You don't have it? I just was going to put it on social media.
Relatives coming to visit, not enough room, or maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Well, Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Plan your perfect getaway or staycation. Visit stgeorgeutahvacationrentals.com.
Welcome back, everybody here. Panthers, touchdown. How about this? Levi Shaw hitting his guy, Brock Harris, for the touchdown, his 8th receiving touchdown of the season. And now the Panthers set to kick off to Dixie. An important drive already for the Flyers, who had a nice drive going and then stalled out on 4th down.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to bracket the kid, or if you're going to play man with a free over the top, you have to harass him. You can't let him get off the line as easy as he's getting off the line right now for Dixie, because Dixie is undersized there. Even though you got 2 guys playing him, it won't matter when the kid's sitting 6'6" tall and his wingspan gives him about 7'2". So you're going to have to harass him at the line. Don't let him get a free release, and make it hard for him to get to the middle of the football field.
3:08 left on the Nets on Fire. First quarter clock, 7-0 Panthers. Shaw to Harris, and here comes Truman. There's some substitutions. Louis Bennett's going to switch sides and make it twins to the near side with Anzalone. Brand Sawyer, sidecar to the right of Truman. Senior quarterback going to throw, hitch route, caught. And it's going to be a nice gain as he falls forward right near the sticks. And it looks like it's going to be 2nd down and inches, just shy of the 1st down.
Yeah, just a simple little turnout play to the sideline. Ball came out before the receiver even turned. Nice job there by Wyatt Truman, putting it only where he could catch it and getting it out there on time to pick up more yards.
You go to Sawyer here on 2nd short. Yes, you do. Sawyer with the burst. He's got a crease into the secondary and into Panther territory. That's a gain of 17 by Rance Sawyer.
Yeah, big time run there. You can see how strong he is and how athletic he is. He just sets up his blocks. He moves you with his eyes and shoulders, and then he just bursts by you. Again, they have to kind of hunt, as if you're Pineview, you're hunting in packs. So you have to kind of keep leverage on both sides and squeeze, and don't let him get outside at all.
Truman looking over there. Is that Mike Sharp, former Dixie Flyer, hand signaling in plays? Coach Munker's on the sideline calling the offense. Long-time coach here in the state of Utah. Fake the pitch, throw the screen, and the tunnel screen is complete to Louis Bennett. He's hit from the backside. He's going to fall forward just shy of the line to gain. He'll pick up 9.
Nice little wrinkle there by Monkers off the toss sweep. You're hoping that everyone's biting really hard, especially those linebackers, which they did. And actually, a couple of them stayed pretty home on that backside. That was pretty impressive that they didn't follow the eyes of the quarterback.
Hurricane Cedar, that game, if you want to watch it on our website, streaming, as we went 4 wide tonight, as Rand Sawyer's going to take it for another nice gain on 2nd 1. He'll pick up another 12, 13-yard gain all the way down near the 25-yard line.
Yeah.
How about this? Hurricane drives down, opening drive scores touchdown. Cedar drives down, answers 7-7. That game tied up.
That was the other one that was going to be pretty competitive tonight.
Yep.
I wouldn't do anything different if you're Dixie here. You don't have to get too fancy. I keep running the football. Just get Rand Sawyer in space.
1st and 10 Flyers. Coach wants more of Rand Sawyer. Instead, they run a jet sweep, give it to Anzalone, who makes a man miss, and then weaves his way out to the outside for a short gain of 2.
Yeah, you can see maybe them set. They got to you kind of have to run your offense a little bit because you're going to come back with, your reads and your counters to Rand and those other little wrinkles that go off of it.
48 seconds left here in the first quarter. 7-0 Panthers lead on the Wilkinson scoreboard. Handoff Rand Sawyer. Sawyer hit but falls forward down to the 21-yard line.
It's a
3rd down.
Simple little inside split zone. Bring the tight end across. Try to kick out the last man on, and you're just basically double teaming everybody and scraping the backers on that inside zone. And then if they really come down the line on the weak side, then Wyatt will pull it and go off the backside.
He's Carl Frankie. I'm Devin Dixon. Glad you're with us on your Friday night for a first-round playoff game. Crosstown region rivals, Flyers, Panthers.
Hey.
Dusty Allen, our producer. Sebastian on camera. Blake O'Rulian back in the Fan Sports Network studio. And we played 1 quarter. That went fast, Carl.
Yeah, a lot of running.
We'll take a full timeout. Flyers facing 3rd down near the red zone, trailing 7-0 when we come back.
Hi, I'm Jermaine O'Jegman from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and skate The Rink. The Rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at The Rink.
Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee. Anytime is a good time to sip and smile. Scooter's Coffee, open 7 days a week.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
It's the Boulevard Game of the Week, and they're all games of the week when you get to the postseason. 4 Region 9 teams, 4 Region 9 games, 2 head-to-head. The only team from Region 9 not playing is Crimson, and it looks like they're going to get the Snow Canyon Warriors next Friday, Carl. Snow Canyon has won that game, and Rand Sawyer's going to take it right up the middle, and Rand Sawyer, man, he punishes defenders down inside the 5, 1st and goal, Dixie High.
I'd like to see him keep his eyes up, though. Just safety reasons. Just keep your head up. At least keep your eyes up, and don't bury the top crown of your helmet into somebody. Hurt your neck.
Rand Sawyer runs with reckless abandon. Twins to the left, far side of the field, man in motion. They're going to run direct snap to Rand, and Rand's going to go right into the end zone, hit at the 1, touchdown, special moment where you touch it down. Rand Sawyer scores, and we're a PAT away from a tie ball game.
Yeah, great play there. Just keep it simple, right? That's a big-time hold they missed on the outside on Brock, but nevertheless, they scored.
So crucial extra point. You go back to last week, and for the Flyers, they missed a field goal and an extra point and lost 21-20 to Crimson. So
these are all important.
Absolutely.
Well, and again, they had Crimson on the ropes too and missed an extra point and a field goal, right?
Yep.
So
kick is up, and it is good. The kicker for
Klingensmith.
Yeah, it's Klingensmith. Their punter and their kicker, both some soccer kids.
Yeah, well, Klingensmith, I was surprised this year. I know his father really well.
Yeah.
Junior, never played football in his life. Went to his dad told me, he said, just came to me and said he wanted to play football out of the blue. He's like, I couldn't believe it. So good to see these kids, playing other activities and doing other things. And it's hard to find good kickers.
Nice scoring drive. Flyers have really moved it, but the first drive they went turnover on downs. This time they cap it off. Rand Sawyer punches it in. Rand Sawyer is almost at 100 yards already in this game early in the second quarter. 11:32 left on the second quarter clock. We're tied 7-7.
Pineview just ain't got enough bodies at the line of scrimmage. They're going to have to almost be in a 5-man front and force Dixie to throw the ball. Because how many passes have you seen? 2,
3, 4?
Yeah, maybe.
I mean, Harris, three to Quade Sorensen, and one 5. I think 5. Yeah. Oh, are you talking about Pineview or Dixie? Oh, Dixie. The tunnel screen,
the sideline,
the deep
pass.
ball.
Like 3 or 4.
3, 4 attempts. Yeah. Pretty much ground game working. So they're sticking to it.
Yep. Well, I would too, because the numbers benefit you right now in the box.
Kick is going to drive Quade Sorensen into the end zone. Caught it probably at the 1, but momentum would take him into the end zone. That's a touchback.
All right, let's see if Pineview answers here. Dixie's obviously shown that they're going to play, 2 over Brock. Maybe you put Brock on the outside and have him go up against a corner and then throw trips away from him.
See what they decide to do here. We're tied 7-7. Second possession of the game for the Pineview offense. Working right to left for our listeners on the Fan Sports Network.
This is one of my favorite formations. Ace formation or double tight. 12 personnel.
And they'll run up to William. Garrett Williams going to take it right off right tackle, veering outside. The ball was ripped out of there, but they blew that play dead after a gain of 2.
Yeah, the reason why I like this formation is because you have 2 tight ends that can catch the ball, but you are in a run strength on both sides of the football, and you can play games with motioning guys and getting into trips. There's a lot of wrinkles out of it. It's very difficult for the defense to get enough hats on both sides of the center.
Jack Thompson thought maybe he had a fumble, but they blow it dead. They'll throw a little swing pass out to Brock Harris. He starts running north and south. The Flyers say it's a fumble, and they've got it.
Got a flag, too, on the sideline.
No signal from the officials yet. They're talking things over. You can see Coach Odette and Coach Barry, Mike Sharp, some of the coaches in the fray there saying, our ball. There's a 4-man referee conference going right now.
Yeah, I don't know if the fumble came after the ball hit the ground. It came out before, but I did see a flag fly in the air.
Yeah, there is a flag.
And that came late.
And here comes Gene Van Orden, our referee, with the call.
On the Panthers.
Oh.
It's Dixie football. So the hold was on Pineview. That was the flag. Take another look as Dixie gets the first takeaway of the game. It was 46 for the Flyers that forced that fumble. Carl, he came in, and as he was making the tackle, just knocked it right out. That's Bristol Woods.
Huge play for Dixie right here. Get this momentum.
And Bristol Woods and Isa Lapati have combined for, I think, 11 sacks from those defensive ends. There's 2 good D-ends on this Dixie defense.
Yeah. The difference I've seen tonight than when Dixie earlier in the season is effort. A lot more effort from their kids, a lot more toughness up front than I saw earlier in the season. And I think it's because of that growth period. There are a lot of young kids out there, and they're starting to feel themselves a little bit, feel comfortable.
They'll run to Rand Sawyer. Rand Sawyer going to be taken down inside the 25. It's going to be a gain of about 6, second down and 4. I just like how hard Rand hits that hole.
Yeah, Rand will punish you if you step in there, but he's going to bury his helmet in you or his shoulder pads in you, so you got to be ready to go.
Rand missed 2 games early in the season, a growing injury. Then at a 2 unsportsmanlike, so he missed a game 2 weeks ago because he was not eligible to play. And they'll fake the toss to Rand. They'll throw that bubble screen again. Ochoa catches it into the Red Rock Real Estate red zone to the 19-yard line. It'll be 3rd down.
Good play, but defensively, I thought they did a good job on that as well.
They'll actually mark it at the 20. Maybe that was the 19, but they'll say nope, down at the 20. So 3rd down and almost 3 here for Dixie.
I like that play. I'd almost fake the toss. I'm always looking for things, right, Devin? So
right.
I'd almost fake the toss to him, to Rand. Look like you're going to throw to tunnel screen and then come back to a screen to Rand back to him to the field side there.
They're going to run it to Rand Sawyer, and he is going to get the 1st down and a little bit more as he's finally taken down at about the 12-yard line. A fresh set of downs for this Dixie offense as they're trying to take the lead for the first time tonight.
The problem that Pineview has right now is that Rand Sawyer is not getting touched until he gets to the 2nd level. And at that moment in time, you're in trouble if you're Pineview's defense. They got to bring more bodies to the line of scrimmage. Their guys are going to get pushed off the ball. They got to bring those linebackers a little bit of more of a run blitz. They're playing too safe at the moment.
Here we go. Truman. Ready with the snap. They'll give it to the up back, the full back. He'll take it ahead for a gain of a couple. That is Jason Malafalu with the carry.
Yeah, just giving, I think, Rand a little bit of a breather there.
Yeah, Malafalu this year.
Yeah.
23 carries for only 46 yards. He's that true fullback. Doesn't get a lot of totes.
Sophomore, isn't he?
Yeah, he's a young pup.
Yeah, he's a good-looking kid out there.
Yeah, he's strong. He is a sophomore. They'll run it to Rand this time. Rand's going to put his shoulders down, pad level, surging down inside the 3-yard line. And it's going to be close to a 1st down, but I don't know if he got it or not. It's not going to be a 1st down, or is it, Carl?
It's right on. It gave it to him.
Okay, 1st and goal. They gave it to him. Give it to Rand again. Rand Sawyer surging, plunging, and the special moment ×2 where you touch it down for number 2.
Hey, man, it's just that's just big boy football right there. He put his head down and he just ran right through a gap, and no one's going to keep him out of the end zone there.
Sawyer's 2nd touchdown run of the night. And the hit came at about the 2, but the power of Rand Sawyer. Rand is what, 5'7", 5'8", I would guess?
But he's like a ball of muscle.
Yeah.
You know, he's got an attitude to go with it.
And his legs are always moving, which is so key as a running back.
He's fast twitch. He's a ball of muscle. He can change direction so quickly. I was impressed with him 2 years ago watching him play.
Take another look at that Rand Sawyer touchdown. Sawyer finishing off with a tough run, and Dixie has the 14-7 lead. When we come back, Pineview will try to even things up on the Fan Sports Network.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Stop in and see what's new at Wilkinson's House of Lighting, a proud sponsor of Region 10 Athletics.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the quarter field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Hey, welcome back. Devin Dixon, Carl Frankie in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth, building with integrity. A lot of the big jobs around town, Grass Creek Construction. If you need something built in southern Utah, commercial, real estate, they got you covered at Grass Creek. Check them out. Fia spin move, now has a crease. He's into the open to the 30, trying to stiff arm and cannot break that last tackle. That's a pretty good tackle by number 12, Matthew Davidson, the junior. Fia might got in a foot race.
I thought he made it. He should have maybe not even gave him that arm to grab onto on the stiff arm there and just outrun him to the corner.
Fia's been nursing a little injury. You can see he's kind of got a little bit of a limpy gait to it right now. I mean, everybody's a little banged up late in the year, but man, this kid's explosive.
Yeah, right here here, I thought, maybe just rush to the sideline and try to outrun him, but that's all right. Good field position for Pineview.
Yeah, they'll set up shop just shy of the 40. 1st and 10 for Shaw. Shaw's going to go out to Gwilliam. The running back catches it in the flat, turns it upfield out across the 45 to the 46-yard line. That's a gain of 7.
Just a little bunch formation there, and they kind of spray. Really creates a lot of holes, and then the back out of the backfield, you're one-on-one with the backer in the flat. Good play to get them started here.
Got a Region 9 update brought to you by The Rink. SkateTheRink.com after this play. Shaw trips, and they'll run it to that trip side, and nothing doing. There's a TFL. Isa Lapati and company getting in there to make that stop.
Yeah, I've seen this formation from Pineview too, and that's a lot of what they run to that side is that little bit of a stretch play. It's a mid-zone. They're going to try to cut that up inside the bunch, but Dixie knew it as well as I did on that one.
Garrett Grondell just threw a touchdown to Titan Mason. Desert Hills is on top and going on to win. It looks like they're up 41-14. That game in the second half. That was a 6 o'clock kickoff. Again, all of the live streams, you can link to them on the fansportsnetwork.com. Shaw in trouble, pocket collapsing, and he is going to be sacked by, I think, Isa Lapati again. And also coming in there was Bristol Woods. One of those DNs got there first.
Yeah, it's a big stop on 3rd down, and Dixie's going to get the ball right back here. And if you're Pineview's punter, you are angling this to the sideline, and you are not giving Rand Sawyer a chance to return this.
Sawyer will drop back deep. Flyers defense looking pretty good. We got a fun one on our hands when these two teams show down against each other. The overtime 35-34 win for Pineview in the regular season back on September 20th. That kick angled out of bounds. And
maybe a little too much angle, but hey, no return.
Hurricane leading Cedar 14-7 right now. Another Region 9 update brought to you by The Rink. Remember tonight, if we get over 25 points, you win with the Holbrook Asphalt Big Score Dessert. You can come join Carl and I. We'll be heading to Yogurland after the game.
You are, huh?
You buy one, Carl's buying. I get one free. Holbrook Asphalt's buying the second one for you.
Sweet.
There's no limits. You got a family of 6. You buy 3, you get 3 free. Holbrook Asphalt, saving you money. It's where fans hang out on Friday nights after the Big Score Dessert. 25 points or more. I think we're going to get it tonight. 14-7 Flyers. Play action in the backfield to throw, and it's off the hands of Louis Bennett. That's a drop by Bennett. He should have brought that one to the body.
Yeah, a little behind him, but I think Wyatt was hoping he'd like sit down in the hole a little bit because of the defender on the front side of that.
Of course, a lot of games across the state tonight. The other 4A scores, we'll run them all down for you at halftime. Timpanogos Bear River game is tight last time I checked. We'll get you updated. We'll help you fill out your brackets in the first round at the half. Louis Bennett breaks the tackle as he ran wide, then starts running north and south, and they're going to mark him back at the 43. There's 5 minutes and 47 seconds left here in the second quarter. The Flyers on the road here at Pineview High, up by 7.
Yeah, Pineview's starting to bring a few more bodies up there on second down. Let's see if they push the issue here on 3rd down.
Maya is going to switch over to that right defensive end position. Looks like man coverage in the secondary with one high safety, and they'll run it to Rand Sawyer. He starts left. He runs north and south. He pushes ahead. He needed 6. He got 7, maybe 8 to midfield. Rand Sawyer has got the Flyers another fabulous Freddy's first down, Coach.
How many times has Dixie run to the boundary? Not
many.
Not one time tonight. Everything's been to the field because you're using his speed to create space and bubbles for you. And Pineview's got to know that. You're going to have to play more to the field and then just make sure that you're cutting it, make them cut back inside.
Truman, hand off to Sawyer. Again, he's going to have a big gain into the second level, down inside the 40, near the 32-yard line. Another chunk run for Rand, baby Rand. He picks up 14. Already north of 100 yards. We'll tally up all the Scooters Coffee stats for you at the half. Cedar's driving out in H-Town, where Scooter's Coffee lives on State Street. Next time you're out there, stop on by. Anzalone, they'll fake it to him in motion. Truman will keep it, and quarterback design run there. And a pretty good gain, just shy of the 30.
Yeah, just a little quarterback counter. That's, kind of what I told you earlier about the fly sweep. They're going to set up the counter to the boundary off of that. And that's about what they would run to the boundaries, a little quarterback counter or tailback counter where it ran.
It's coming back, though, holding on the Flyers. World Series, if you're recording the game and you don't want an update, turn your volume down for a second here. Yankees leading 2-1 in the top of the 6th inning.
Stanton 2-run homer. That guy's been on fire.
Yeah. Dodgers had that 1-0 lead for a while there.
Yeah, it's been
first lead of the game there.
No one scored for about 3-4 innings.
I wondered why you were late getting here. You're watching every second of your beloved Yankees, weren't you?
It's been a while since we've been there, and
haven't won it since 2009.
Yeah,
it's crazy to think that it's been that long.
It's been a while since we've even been there.
What a tortured franchise the Yankees are.
Yeah, right.
Truman going to throw. Looking on 1st and 20, throws it into the middle of the field, and it looked like that could have been caught there by Trazen Haverone.
Yeah, Trazen didn't trace back. Trazen needs to trace back to the quarterback hard, and he just kind of floated back to him. If he would have just ran back to Wyatt there and really attacked the football in the air, that's a big gain right there.
A lot of sophomores at the skill position.
Another sophomore for sure.
Ochoa, sophomore, right? Dante Ochoa, number 8. You got Anzalone is a junior. You've got Trazen Haverone, a sophomore. Rand Sawyer, Wyatt Truman, a couple seniors here. Cason Grover, unfortunately, hurt early in the year, knocked out for the season. He was one of those other seniors that they were relying heavy on. Is Rand Sawyer on a pitch, gets it wide, using his speed, racing back to the original line of scrimmage. Clock will continue to tick here with 3:45 on the Nets on Fire second quarter clock. Flyers leading 14-7 in Panther territory at the 39, but it's 3rd down and long. 3rd and 12, we'll call it.
You almost can come back to that same play, or you might want to race Rand up the sideline, see if you can clear out some space.
Cedar just tied it up on a touchdown pass from Jackson Mann, their sophomore quarterback.
They're playing well.
Hurricane, Cedar, deadlocked 14 apiece. Flyers trying to take a 21-7 lead. If they can get that touchdown here on this drive, they'll run it to Rand Sawyer, and Rand bouncing outside, waiting for some blocks to develop, continuing to surge down the sideline, fighting near the sticks, and that looked like it was going to be a yard or two gain, and he ended up getting 11, maybe 12, depending on the spot on that far sideline. Did he get the first down or not?
It looks like they spotted him maybe just a hair short, but man, what patience by number 2 here.
And what a block by big 57 for the Flyers. That is Porter Fielding, the senior.
Oh, yeah, he finished his block all the way to the sideline. Great job.
That's some good highlight reel there for Fielding.
Heck yeah. Well, that puts him in this manageable. He must have stepped out of bounds just before he got to the sticks.
They're going to call it, 4th
and 3, 4th and
2.
4th and 2.
4th and 2 with just a little over 2 minutes left here in the first half, and we've got a timeout by the Flyers. They want to talk over things. Timeout's brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. Get a free quote. See how much Luke can save you when you bundle your auto, home, or life insurance. They've got Costco discounts. They got good, great discounts for your kids that are driving now. You got some kids turning 16. Luke will sit you down, walk you through, get you a quote today. See why so many choose Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. Devin Dixon, Carl Frankie here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. The other scores, 41-14, Desert Hills leading Jordan. Snow Canyon wins 27-7, so they're playing Crimson next week. That matchup is set. And then 14-14, Cedar and Hurricane. Here in our game, 14-7, Flyers with a crucial 4th down and the 2 here, Carl. What do you think Coach Munkers is talking about with the guys in that huddle on the sideline?
Well, I know watching Pineview, if you're going to motion guys or you're going to overload a side, they're not going to change much. Their front 3 are going to stay the same regardless of what you are in. So I'm going to go into an overload look, and I'm going to get the ball into Rand Sawyer's hands. And I'll tell you what, I'm running to the boundary here. I'm going to run away from where Pineview's going to have all those defenders waiting for it to come to them, and I'm running right to the boundary.
We'll see what Coach Munkers decides to do. They put Isa Lapati in motion as a blocker, and it's Rand Sawyer. First down, could be more, down inside the 20, into the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. Fia slow to get up. Is that Fia? No, that's Curtis. Sorry, that's Chase Curtis. He's slow to get up, 41.
Both players. You got a Dixie player on the sideline as well.
And that looks like Louis Bennett.
You know what they did there is they took the quarterback off the field. They were able to overload with the motion to the boundary, and it's the Rand Sawyer show over there.
Ooh, Louis Bennett got rolled up on by Curtis. Take another look at that, Carl. Did you see that?
Yep, it was.
Curtis is diving to bring Sawyer down. And one more look here for our viewers. Rand's going outside the numbers, full head of steam, and Curtis rolling as he falls.
From the tackle from behind.
It's totally incidental. Can do, but that's why Louis Bennett is down on that sideline.
Yeah, that's a legit, rolled up on there. That's unfortunate.
And you hope he's okay, because he has given that receiving corps a big boost since he's come back to the team.
Well, he's up. He's walking over. He's walking around that sideline now over there by the bench. So he'll be back in, I'm sure.
Ball placed right at the 18.
Important first down. Now, Pineview deferred, and so they will get the ball in the second half. And the Flyers leading 14-7 with 1:54 left on the Nets on Fire second quarter clock here in our Boulevard home game of the week, playoff edition, week 1. Rand Sawyer again. And Rand lunging down near the 10-yard line. That's another chunk gain of 9 yards on first down for Rand.
Hey, unfortunately, Pineview has no answer in what they're in right now. If I was Coach Boyer, I'd be calling a timeout right now, and I'd be getting into something a little bit different than what you're showing Dixie right now, because they're way too comfortable.
124 and ticking. They fake it to Sawyer. Truman's going to keep it. He's going to run it down inside the 5, diving down to the 3. It's going to be first and goal from the 3. And the Flyers can work some clock here. No, there's a timeout. No, now they're winding the clock. It was just to reset the chain, which shouldn't take long because you just need that marker as first and goal.
Yeah, and if you're Dixie, you just take as much time off the clock as you want.
If you're Pineview, do you want to have some clock left?
Yeah, you'd be calling timeout. That's the same.
Sawyer direct snap. Touchdown, Rand. It's a hat trick for Rand. Rand's got his 3rd rushing touchdown in the first half. It's 27 Dixie. This one is a...
Devin, same play they just ran on the 4th and short. There's no adjustment by the defense at all. I told you, they don't adjust. They keep guys the same way, and what they do is they just get outmanned. They don't have enough hats over there to stop that run.
And Isa Lapati, that's not a fair fight, as he was blocking Fia, the closest defender to that play where Rand went.
Well, when you take the quarterback off, you're a +1 on that side already if you're the offense. So you got to, as a defense, you got to be a +1 on that side.
Extra point brought to you by Best Friends Animal Sanctuary, Kanab, Utah. Just 90 minutes from St. George. Take home your new best friend. Learn more at bestfriends.org. We'll take the break. 58 seconds in the first half. Dixie's opened up a 21-7 lead over Pineview when we return on the Fan Sports Network, thefansportsnetwork.com, and also on KSLSports.com tonight on the simulcast.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 200 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now by visiting redrockrealestate.com.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Back live here. Final seconds, 58 to be exact, of the first half. Flyers have opened up their largest lead of the game at 21-7 on the Wilkinson's House of Lighting scoreboard and hold everything. We got a false start, so clock doesn't move a tick, and they'll back them up, and instead of kicking this one from the 40, they'll back them up to the 35, and could be a chance here for the Panthers. Is that Quade Sorensen and Fia to maybe get a nice return and give Shaw some field position here with some time left on that first half clock.
You're hoping for a return here if you're Pineview. I know it takes some time off the clock, but you're hoping to get to the 40-yard line.
That'd be ideal, and they do have 3 timeouts left at their disposal in the first half. Now this is going to be returnable from the 11. Here comes Sorensen with a head of steam. He's going to take it to the 35. He bounces off that tackle. It was a big dealer collision hit. Dealer collision, go to Best in Southern Utah. Collision and auto repair. Watch this hit again at the end of that run, and he bounced off it like a pinball.
Yeah, I think they just tried to spin off of it. It was hard to tell who hit him.
Right here.
Big fella.
Big 52. Didn't wrap up, though, and Sorensen just bounced off that.
Big Isa Fafita.
So they didn't quite get the 40, Coach, but they got the 35.
Yeah.
Shaw going to work, looking up top, hits Corbin Yoakum, and Yoakum is going to take it out of bounds to stop the clock with 45 seconds after a gain of 7.
Yeah, you got to be careful here if you're Levi, because sometimes coach over there will, Coach Barry will pinch or trap their corners, but right now because of the prevent style.
Yeah, you got three guys about 16, 17 yards downfield here. Not wanting to get beat over the top. Shaw out route to Harris, hit, and he stays in bounds. It is a first down, but they got to take a timeout. They got 3 of them.
They have 3, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you would have got a stoppage to move the chains momentarily, but I think it's a good spot to use one.
I don't know. I think you call a play there. You run a play, and then if you get caught in bounds, you call a timeout. You want to preserve as many as you can. You got plenty of time. 40 seconds is a long time, so you don't want to waste one on a first down just because you know the clock's going to stop. You can get a play in quick. What we used to do is you would have a play called out of that same formation, so you could just go hurry up and go quick out of it, and you're not having a lot of personnel and people moving around.
Thanks to some of our great sponsors tonight. Intermountain Sports Performance. There is no off season. Get sport-specific, science-based training. A lot of our high school athletes you see out on the field probably at one point or another trained at Intermountain Sports Performance. Check them out on Instagram. They got some great specials going on right now. I know they've got some new baseball trainers, guys like Hobbs Nyberg, former Flyer, helping train the future wave of the next generation. As Shaw's going to go out of the timeout, up top to Sorensen, and he got body slammed at the end of that. Will that cost him 15 or not?
I don't see a flag anywhere. He did get slammed on his head. That should be an automatic penalty.
Coach Boyer is fired up. He's 10 yards on the field. He thought he should be a penalty.
This is a penalty when you drop a kid on his head like that.
It's a suplex there. And timeout Pineview. Coach Boyer is hot right now.
Yeah.
I mean, you're stopping him around the waist, and then you're trying to pull back, and it almost looked like something out of Friday Night Raw there, didn't it?
Yeah, no, that's dangerous play for sure.
But it's not a late hit. He didn't land on his head. He threw him to his back.
I can't even hear the whistles from up here, really. So, to me, it's just a dangerous play, and it could have warranted a flag.
Sure. And the officials are getting an earful right now from Coach Boyer. But no flag flies yet. I have not seen any. There was no laundry on the play. I don't know how you can retroactively throw a flag. I mean, if they can infer and say, what'd you see?
Yeah, they could. They could review it and say, okay, what'd you see? And how late did it come? And was it a dangerous play? But it doesn't look like that's going to happen.
So we got a timeout on the field brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. Just a reminder, coming up, we're going to get you scores from around the region. Region 9 teams in the playoffs today. Everybody playing today except for Crimson. They had the bye. We'll get you all the 4A scores. Check some scores from around the country. Check on the World Series. We got a Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show. Just like Great Harvest has some delicious breakfast, lunch. Their bread is unbelievably fresh baked. 2 Southern Utah locations. That's all coming up. But still, 1st and 10 with 33 seconds to go. Shaw has it. Gonna roll to the left, looking down the field, lets it fly, has a man, it's caught. It's Yoakum, and he's down inside the 25, and Pineview will have to take timeout number 2.
No, they can just run a play here.
They're gonna run a play.
Or clock. You can clock it too. I don't know why they don't just clock it. Save your timeout.
They have 1 left. They use it. Yeah, on 1st down, you probably could have.
Yeah, you want to preserve that timeout in case you have a bad snap or something, right? So go ahead and clock it. 2nd down and get the play you want to be in. You're right down here. You have points here with the field goal if you want it. Okay?
Impressive start, though. And they got the ball just under a minute to go. There was 58 seconds. There's still 25 seconds, and they're all the way down near the Red Rock Real Estate red zone of the Flyers.
Yeah, and I actually like Levi's ability right there to just get the play, let it develop a little bit longer, get out of that harm's way, and deliver a strike to Yoakum, who did a great job of just sitting in the zone again, making himself available. And that's got to be a security blanket. It's a little dash play. It looks out and then just nice steal from the outside. That's a great tackle by Rand, actually, keeping him inbound. So, but again, clock it there, I think. Preserve that timeout in case catastrophe happens, and run a play on 2nd down and 10.
Down to 1 timeout. They've caught their breath. Shaw has the play.
You got Diamond left here into the boundary.
Brock Harris is in a 4-receiver set to the near sideline. Ball from the left hash. Stepping up, looking to throw into the end zone. Falling Nico, the intended receiver.
It's a good decision to throw that away.
Caleb Field or Matthew Davidson. It was actually Matthew Davidson there that got his hands on it, but he was out of the end zone by a yard or so. The DB for the Flyers, but 2nd down and 10.
This is where it hurts Pineview a little bit that they don't have a running quarterback, because everybody is playing back. Everyone's keeping everything in front, and if you can avoid the rush, you can take off. I know Levi's a little bit different quarterback that way, that he's always looking downfield to get his athletes involved, but having a dual threat here would be really difficult.
Big run in the first meeting between these two teams, and we did see him scamper for good yardage 1 time against Snow Canyon, but he doesn't do it often.
No.
He likes to sit in the pocket and throw darts. Lapati applying pressure, flips it out to Fia. Fia steps out of bounds. Back at the 12-yard line, clock is stopped, and there is still 10.4 seconds here for the Panthers to work with. They're down 21-7 late in the 2nd quarter. Yep, he was inbounds, and then that 2nd step or that 3rd step, he did step out of bounds. That's a good call from the official.
Yeah, there's got to be at least maybe. Did he go out of bounds before he came back in? I couldn't tell.
I couldn't tell from that replay angle. I'm not sure.
It could be. That would be the only thing I can think of is illegal touching.
The official closest to the play is the one that threw the flag on the near home sideline.
Yeah, illegal touching would be the only thing I can think of.
Take one more look here. Shaw does a great job stepping up. Lapati was coming. And nothing there to show us that there was illegal touching on that shot.
Usually the hat hits the ground and not the flag.
Correct.
So I don't know what they called.
They called it on the Panthers.
Looks like Colton went out of bounds. Came back in.
Yep.
What was the call, though?
That was an illegal touching. He went out on his own.
We just couldn't see it in our frame shot.
Couldn't see it in that shot.
Yeah.
But usually the hat hits the ground, not the flag.
So wipe away the touchdown. He must have stepped out of bounds. It's 5.3 seconds left.
Do you kick the field goal here and take points? Do you feel good enough about kicking a field goal here, or do you try to take another shot?
You got Luke Ngay, the I think he's a place kicker for the Panthers. They're not going to roll him out there here. You're going to leave Shaw
45-yarder?
on the field.
It's either a 45, 44-yard field goal or it's a shot.
Timeout again, this time taken by the defense. Gives us a chance to thank some of our other great sponsors bringing you the playoff coverage here tonight. Appreciate Honolulu Grill spreading the aloha. Stop in, corner 7th South, 7th East for your favorite Hawaiian dishes. Make sure and try the original kavae, the Kalua pork, the katsu chicken, the Loco Moco burger. Carl, what's your favorite when you go to Honolulu Grill?
Oh, everything.
It's all so good.
Dude, Boo Boo hooked me up over there, man. It's freaking great.
Yep, we love Honolulu Grill. So excited to have them bringing you high school football here on the network. Again, appreciate Dealer Collision, proud sponsor of Region 9 football. Jersey Mike's later on will select the sub of the game. Appreciate Scooters Coffee and the Back 9 Golf. Experience the Back 9 Golf indoor simulators. Feel and play like a pro. Take your game to the next level, because nothing boosts your game like an hour or two at the Back 9. Monthly memberships. This time of year, when it's busy out on the golf course, you can always get time and get in there and hit some golf balls. Theback9golf.com. All right, here we go. This could be the last play of the half, Coach.
I had to double check. Illegal touching is a 15-yard penalty in high school.
Shaw, waiting. Has some time, steps back. He's going to throw it up. Jump ball. Harris is in the vicinity. It's batted down and then caught or intercepted. It's intercepted, I believe, and that'll end the half. Harris had 4 defenders draped around him.
Yeah.
Not much you can do except just try to throw it into the end zone. You don't mind that interception in this situation. You wanted to give Harris a shot at it. Here's another look. There's 4 flyers there. It looked like Harris on the tip almost had a chance at it.
You know, again, I would have sent Harris one-on-one down the sideline. Go ahead and carry 3 to 4 guys over there, and then I'm throwing the 3 to 4 guys on this side of the field.
Yeah. Well, we played a half. Panthers at home trailing 21-7. When we come back after a timeout, the Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show. Scores, reaction, stats, analysis. Don't touch that dial. Back after this 3-minute timeout.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in Southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Remember when Down East was all scratch and dent furniture, your go-to for dorm rooms, kids' rooms, and first homes? Well, the times have changed, and Down East has changed with you. Down East is proud to offer our beautiful collection of high-quality furniture designed to elevate your space and make a statement. From stylish sofas and dining tables to cozy bedroom collections. If you're starting fresh or looking to upgrade, Down East has everything you need to create the home you'll love.
Hey, St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out, with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Own property and want to rent it? Then you need the right team with 11 years of local experience, a staff of over 25 employees, and a 4.9 Google rating. Aim to maximize your rental income and find quality tenants while keeping turnover low to increase your revenue and truly maintain your property. Learn more at redrockpropertymanagement.com.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Stihl. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
At Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. Everything from garden-fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
Hey, welcome back, everybody, to our Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show. Start your day with their delicious hot breakfast granola. Of course, they've got that delicious fresh-made bread. Lots of different choices when it comes to their fresh-made bread. Or you can stop by and enjoy a satisfying, healthy lunch at either Great Harvest Bread Company location. At the half, 21-7. Flyers on the road in this first-round 4A playoff game, leading by 14. Devin Dixon, Carl Frankie here inside the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. And, Coach, just your overall thoughts in that exciting first half of football.
Yeah, both teams kind of going back and forth from 20 to 20 for a little bit there. It was like a boat race, and then Dixie finally punched through and scored in the red zone a couple times. It looked like, to me, without the penalties, Dixie hasn't stopped anyone but themselves. So Pineview's going to have to do is something up front, bring more bodies, force Dixie into be a little bit more one-dimensional because you're going to have to stop that run, or this is going to be a tough one to come back from because of the ball. Hey, they're going to keep the ball from you, but they're going to keep scoring points. So you got to do something to get the turnover.
Let's recap the scoring here as we do so. We'll get you some highlights from the first half, but in that first quarter, Dixie drives all the way down the field, turnover on downs. Rand Sawyer, though, from the get-go was making moves, and what an impressive first half for Rand Sawyer. All 3 Flyer touchdowns from Rand, but it was Pineview that actually scored first in this game. It was a 12-yard touchdown as Brock Harris, the recipient of a beautiful pass from Levi Shaw, but after that, all Flyers ran, baby, ran.
Yeah, and unfortunately for Levi, he threw a great pass with pressure in his face to the corner, but they called legal touching. Receiver went out of bounds on his own and then came back in and was the first to touch the football. So that's a 15-yard penalty. So that really hurt Pineview there right before the half.
First downs in this game, 14 for Dixie, 10 for Pineview. Dixie is a team, 26 rushes, 154 yards. How about this? Pineview, 10 rushes, 20 yards in that first half, but only 33 passing yards for the Flyer, 123 for Shaw and the Panthers offense.
Complete opposites from one another, but Pineview's been throwing the ball all year. Like, that's their bread and butter. Same thing with Dixie. I mean, they're not doing anything different, right? They're doing how they got here. And And Pineview's efficiency throwing the ball, it was pretty good in the first half. So look to them to do it again, and maybe a little bit more run to pass, or pass to run, but more running. That was a great throw there by Levi.
Yeah, that was a highlight there for our television audience. That was the Shaw to Harris touchdown, the first points of the game. You look at some of the other supplemental stats. How about third down conversions? Dixie 4 for 7, Pineview 3 for 6. So both teams, above average there, at least 50% or higher. Fourth down, Flyers 1 for 2. And likewise for Pineview, 1 for 2 on fourth down. Neither team had a sack in the first half, and time of possession fairly even. Dixie 23-39 compared to 18 and some change TOP for Pineview.
Yeah, Dixie's definitely been on the field a lot more, their offense has. And the turnovers by Pineview, those little turnovers, the one from Brock Harris on the sideline really hurt right there. We just seen it. That gave him a quick change touchdown right there for Dixie. Pineview's got to take care of the football. They could be in this game, but they're going to get Uncle Mo back on their side. They're going to have to they deferred for the second half, so they'll get the ball in the second half.
Yep.
It would have been big if they could have scored some points there right before half. And
well, they did, but they called it illegal touching. They said he stepped out of bounds.
Which he did. I've talked to a few people, confirmed that he did step on the white going out. So
again, some of the individual statistics brought to you by Scooters Coffee, State Street and Hurricane. Amazing drinks served amazingly fast. They got the seasonal drinks, 6 new drinks over there for the fall lineup. 21 carries, 144 yards for Rand Sawyer, and not 1, not 2, but 3 rushing touchdowns. The hat trick in the first half. You look at William on the other side, 7 carries, 17 yards for Pineview. Fia had 2 carries for 7 yards. Do you think they go back to that Wildcat a little bit with Fia?
Well, I tell you who will is Dixie, because Dixie has found out that if they motion a guy over and they go into an overload, and they're in Wildcat, so they're actually, like I said earlier, they're in a +1, so they'll go back to it for sure. But Pineview, when the time comes, but I don't think you take Levi off the field unless you need to.
Levi Shaw's numbers: 15 out of 18, 123 yards. Wyatt Truman, 4 out of 8, 33 yards. That's your quarterback comparison. Louis Bennett, 3 catches for 23, the leading receiver for the Flyers. Quade Sorensen, 6 catches, 50 yards. Yoakum, 3 catches for 27, and Brock Harris, 3 catches for 22 yards, including that touchdown. The only points in that first half for PVHS.
Yeah, I mean, I'm always looking to see how the matchups pan out, and you could see the game plan from Dixie on Brock Harris. And I would say move Brock Harris to one side of the field and see if they'll bring the safety all the way over to top of the numbers. If that's the case, then you got the middle of the field open almost the entire rest of the game. You're going to have to play with some of your formations just because you've seen what Dixie has done defensively to kind of cover Brock, and you probably knew some of this going in too. So you don't want to change up what you do offensively, but you can tweak formations and you can throw a few wrinkles in there. Brock Harris is who he is, but again, that Yoakum's going to be open quite a bit because of all the attention that Brock Harris is getting.
Inside of our Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show. Get on over there tomorrow and tell them thanks for sponsoring high school sports. Get some breakfast or lunch at Great Harvest. 21-7 our score. Flyers on the road leading by 14. All right, we'll take a quick 2-minute timeout. When we come back, scores around the region, around the state, and around the country as the Flyers leading by 14 here over Pineview. 21-7 on the Wilkinson scoreboard in our Boulevard Home playoff game of the week. Everyone loves local sports and, of course, loves ice cream. And the best ice cream on the planet is Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Open late every day of the week with dozens of delicious flavors. So after your favorite team wins, head over to Handel's to celebrate with locations in St. George, Layton, and Woods Cross.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit HolbrookAsphalt.com to discover more.
more.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill.
Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kahlua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice.
Don't forget to try original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
Hey, welcome back. Great Harvest Bread Company halftime show. Devin Dixon, Carl Frankie, 21-7. Dixie leading Pineview at the break. Some scores. Congratulations to the Snow Canyon Warriors. They go up to Murray and grab a first-round win. Thought they would, but you never know. You don't know how they stack up against these teams from up north. You haven't seen that matchup all year, and Snow Canyon traveled well, did it with the defense, and 27-7 the final score. We'll roll some more highlights here for you from this game, but how about 5 takeaways was what I heard for that Snow Canyon defense. And our Region 9 updates brought to you by The Rink, skatetherink.com. How about that? The Warriors by 20. The battle of unfamiliar teams, and Snow Canyon winning that game with only 3 wins, but a huge win over a 6-win Spartan team. Shows you a little bit of the depth of Region 9 again, even though, maybe the region, maybe overall not as strong as we've seen in some past years, but this win, a tremendous performance. They 5 turnovers is huge. They will now play Crimson Cliffs at the Fieldhouse next Friday. Cale Esplin caught the first touchdown. JT Westbrook had a touchdown run. Zach Condi had an 18-yard fumble recovery. I know that I think it was before Cale Johnson scored his second touchdown. I think it was Trey Vaughn that had the interception. So a nice road win, 27-7. Snow Canyon moving into the second round against Crimson next week. Desert Hills also victorious. That game started at 6 o'clock. And the Thunder, 56-14. They rolled. They were 63-point favorites according to Nolan's Perry's Power Guide, but they still scored plenty of points in the first half and put up a 56 in that home win for the Thunder.
Yeah, are they still playing?
Is it final yet?
It says the fourth quarter here. I don't know.
Maybe it's not quite final. Start at 6 o'clock.
Oh, yeah. It's got to be getting close. That running clock, so...
Yeah,
big win.
But I think Titan Mason has 4 total touchdowns in that game. So Titan Mason doing his thing, but he's probably done for the night. Andresen got the last touchdown over there for Desert Hills. Might not quite yet be a final, but that's the latest that we have. The Cedar Hurricane game, how about that one? That one's a close one, Carl. So what was it, 17-14 last we checked it. Of course, that game you can watch. It's streaming on the fansportsnetwork.com. Those two teams, Cedar won in the regular season meeting. That was their only region win, and it's Hurricane right now up 17-14 in that one. So those are your region scores. Other first-round scores, Uinta beat Mountain View 45-14. Salem Hills beat Tooele 38-7. Bear River is leading Timpanogos. I don't think it's a final yet. 23-14 in that one. Mountain Crest leading Westfield, the new school up there in Ogden. Mountain Crest up 21-7 in that one. And, of course, the other game is the one you're watching or listening to here is Dixie's up 21-7 at the half. Panthers are back out on the field warming up. Flyers starting to make their way out onto the field. We checked some scores from around the country. How about the Jazz playing the Warriors tonight in Utah? And it's Golden State leading 38-32. Just under 6 minutes left in the first half. Jazz, of course, dropped their season opener the other night to Memphis in a heartbreaking 128-126 loss. Major League Baseball World Series Game 1. They're bottom of the 7th right now. And John Carlos Stanton, the 2-run home run, has given the Yankees a 2-1 lead down in L.A. in that one. You've got some college football tonight. Boston College leading Louisville 27-24. Later tonight, how about this? UNLV hosting Boise. That game's tonight, isn't it, Coach? Are you looking forward to go home, watch a little bit of that game? That UNLV Boise State tonight. Give me some more.
Baby. That's like the game of the year. I was asked by a couple people, hey, do you want to go down to the game? And I said, hey, I'm calling a better game tonight. I got the Pineview Dixie game with Devin, and that was more important.
My dog.
Yeah.
But as far as like Mountain West games go, there's a lot of exciting that we haven't seen in a long time for that one.
One of those teams could be in
the 12-man playoff.
12-man playoff.
Yeah.
So Boise's got a Heisman leader.
Yep, I agree.
Running back, so it's a good game.
Yeah. Ashton Janty. This kid is out of Jacksonville, Florida.
He looks like Maurice.
1,200 plus yards already. He's probably the front runner for the Heisman, you could argue.
Yeah, he's like a Maurice Jones-Drew type runner. That he's kind of built
a little
like that.
taller than Maurice
Jones.
Jones.
But kind of like that.
Yeah. Again, second half moments away here in our Boulevard home game of the week. Want to thank Great Harvest Bread Company for bringing the halftime show, The Rink, for the score updates. Also want to remind you we're looking for some more awards to hand out in the second half. The Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the Game. We've got some nominees, but I don't know if we've seen it yet or not. We're going to wait till the end to name that. Also, our Finley Subaru Star of the Game. Right now, of course, with Dixie up 21-7 and Rand Sawyer all 3 touchdowns, he's your leading candidate. But this game is far from over.
Yeah, he's the front runner right now, but there's plenty of game to be played. And these games come down to the very end, and you never know who's going to make a huge play to win it for their team.
I want to thank one of our other great sponsors. Excited to have Coral Canyon Golf Course on board. Our coach's comments later on, if we can get Coach Boyer or Coach Munkers up in the broadcast booth. They said they'd stop by if they could and get up here quick enough. It'll be brought to you by Coral Canyon Golf Course. Want to give them a shout out. I played that about a week ago. It is absolutely fantastic. 18 with card after 1 o'clock, just $80, which is a great deal for this time of year. It's busy around the golf courses in October in St. George.
It's 80 degrees at its hottest right now. It's gorgeous right now. This is why we live here, right?
Yep, absolutely.
This time of year, but everyone else, the secret is out, and everyone's flocking here. So
especially after we hosted a PGA Tour event here. So
we have the women's events here, and so it's not a secret anymore. We're going to need more golf courses.
All right, second half, play-by-play, brought to you by the City of St. George Recreation Department. Junior Jazz sign-ups going on right now. They always have something fun. Get out and play with sgcityrec.org for all the signups. Flyers will kick it off.
This is big. This is a big possession for the Panthers.
Returnable by Fia outside the numbers, and he's going to take it out across the 30, or right to the 30, and he's drilled down there.
Yeah, this little extracurricular all the way out here on the track, Devin. There was
Mason Schumann with the tackle.
Quite the block.
Schumann, the leading tackler coming into tonight, with 74. Colo Lynn had 70 as the Flyers defense out there. Appreciate House of Jump, looking for something fun to do. Can't get on the golf course this weekend. Go bounce off the walls at the House of Jump. William stacked up and drilled down. He'll gain 2, and that was it. Lapati in there on the stop.
Yeah, got to stay consistent. Got to be able to run the football a little bit, keep them honest.
You can see why the junior Isa Lapati is starting to get a lot of college attention. He's really raw. He hasn't been playing football that long, and he's got a lot of upside, doesn't he?
No, yeah, huge upside.
Long, quick, rangy, strong. All those superlatives and describing words of a football player. Shaw, good play action, kicks it over to Harris. Harris puts his shoulder down, and it'll be taken down out across the 20 or the 35. They'll mark him at the 36. It'll be 3rd down and a long 3.
Yeah, Harris has got to be careful. His ball security. He gets the ball across his chest, and he's so tall that it's so wide open there. He's got to get that ball a little bit more north and south up on his pec.
Huge 3rd down here. Panthers were 4 for 7 in the first half. Same play, Harris, and he's going to get the first down. Brock Harris now has 5 catches in the game, and that's a Fabulous Freddy's first down.
Yeah, I mean, they love this boundary play. They've been running it all night. They like what they have over there. The ball comes out quick. Lapati is so aggressive that they let him get penetration up the field and they just throw it over top of him.
Got to give credit there to Caleb Field for making that tackle, but he got the worst end of that tackle against Brock Harris. They'll run it off left tackle, gain of 2 again. The Panthers are trying to come out and short passing game, a little bit of run.
A little balance here, try to keep them honest defensively. Coach Barry loves that cover 2 shell, loves to sit in that.
Bristol Woods and Isolapati are going to switch sides, and now they're going to switch back.
I mean, I would put Brock out on the edge and use him against his corner.
He's in the slot right now, guarded by Alafua. He'll throw it instead to William out of the backfield, down the sideline, and he is going to be in to Dixie territory at the 46-yard line, and that is another nice play. And it's right to the sticks, but they're not going to move it. They're going to say shy of a first down here.
Yeah, it's... Here they go with this trips to the boundary. You got to be careful throwing this one.
3rd and inch here.
Run this thing. You got a box that says run, so I'd run it here.
And they fumble it, and William goes on it, and they lose a 1.5 yards or so.
And, it's still early in the game, but it's 21-7, and I say you have to go for it here.
Here comes Fiafia.
Yeah, here comes your power heavy package. You're going to run this big package here. If they had something going a little weak side here, they got numbers weak side.
And if you thought maybe to slip somebody out, Fiafia could throw it here. I doubt they will, but they'll run it. Fiafia will get the first down to the 45-yard line, and just enough. Needed about 2, got 3.
Yeah, good tough run in there. Followed his blockers through the hole. Nice job, but you can see how Dixie has really overloaded that side. If you had something going back the other way, it'd be a pretty good play.
They just kicked off the second half out in Hurricane. Tigers 17-14 lead.
There you go.
And nice run here by Fiafia. He's got a foot race to the 20, to the 10. Fiafia's gonna go touchdown. That is a 45-yard touchdown for Maka Fiafia. Good call there, huh?
Yeah. Told you they had numbers over there.
That field side. That is a big momentum drive to start this second half by the Pineview offense, Coach.
Oh, yeah, huge play. You could see it from up here. I mean, I'm sure Coach Shaw up here is drooling over how Dixie was lining up in that, and they had the perfect play call on it.
Yeah, best friends, Kanab, Utah, just 90 minutes away. Get up there, take home your new best friend. It's up and it is good. 21-14 on the Wilkinson South Lighting scoreboard. We'll be right back. Dixie will get their first possession of the second half when we return.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
Athletes, now is the time to build explosive strength, power, speed, and agility when you join Intermountain Sports Performance through our Season of Speed Holiday Special. Call 435-251-2299 to instantly save $100 on our 8-week training program. Must purchase by December 31st.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's. Ciao, freshly baked bread piled with Italian-style meats. Hey, hand-sliced veggies. Am I obsessed with this sandwich? Yeah. So what if I am? Jimmy John's. Order online or on the app.
Well, how about that? Maka Fiafia, maybe a Jimmy John's highlight of the week. We're always looking for our Jimmy John's highlights. We put them out every week, and then every month we vote. And whatever program is voted by you, the fans, as the Jimmy John's highlight of the month, that team will get a catered lunch with the Jimmy chips, the Jimmy cookies, and Jimmy John's for the whole team, baby. Jimmy John's, freaky fast. Return and the short one. Not too much sledding room there by number 13, Trazen Haverone.
Okay, so Pineview needs to stop. Dixie needs to go down and answer. Let's see what adjustments Pineview has made defensively. They got to slow this offensive rushing game for Dixie down.
By the way, Cedar started with the ball. They must have got a turnover because they haven't played 2 minutes out in H-Town, and Hurricane, with an extra point, I think can go up 10, 24-14. Here, Rand Sawyer going to start things off with a run. He got 3 touchdowns in the first half and 144 yards on the ground, and he'll pick up 3.
That was a little better start for Pineview's defense there. I don't know if that was they ran wham there on the nose or not. It happened so quick, I didn't see it.
In a second, let's go back to our keys to the game, Carl, and we'll look at how teams did in that first half with what we thought was going to be important. Here we go. For Dixie, trying to slow down the drives, good in the red zone, time of possession, they won that.
Yeah.
The big one there, number 1, control Rand Sawyer, control that Dixie run game, and that's what they're going to try to do better in the second half.
They have to do that in the second half.
And there's another great stop, and Sawyer flips it backwards to Truman.
That was just ad-lib, man.
He threw it backwards, and Truman's down the sideline to midfield, driven out of bounds. He was bottled up. He just was in a scrum, and he throws it back to his quarterback improv.
That is unbelievable that he had the wherewithal to know where Wyatt Truman was on that play and give him an opportunity. Unbelievable play, and it could have changed the whole dynamic of this.
That's a really dangerous play, because if while he's trying to throw it, he gets a hit. He was already in the grasp. That could have very easily been a turnover. Instead, he throws it perfectly to Truman. And they end up getting a 20-yard plus play. Unbelievable.
Yeah, I'd have to, right after this play.
That might be our Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker Play of the game, just because you can't script that kind of stuff.
Yeah, that's just all him on that one.
We'll note that. Not making that official, but that's a nominee for sure.
I want to see how long he was being tackled for.
And Sawyer going to run it again right down the middle of the field. Inside the 45, he'll be taken down at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 5.
If we can get that replay one more time on that.
You want to see if that maybe momentum was stopped?
I just want to see how long they had him in the grass.
1, 2.
I mean, normally that play is dead, but maybe they saw the ball moving in his hands and didn't blow the whistle, which if you're the official, you're not, because he bobbled the ball trying to get it out of there.
Yeah.
Crazy. High school ball, man. It's crazy.
It's the playoffs.
Yep. Anything can happen here.
Second down and 5. Back to Rand Sawyer on the ground. He puts his pad level so low, and there's a flag that falls in late, and Rand gets up fired up because it's enough for a first down for the moment. What's the penalty flag here?
I don't know here. It didn't look like helmet to helmet.
They're going to call this on Pineview.
Ow.
I don't know. Can we see it one more time, Dusty? Dusty Allen, our producer tonight. Rand.
That's not it.
No, that was the play before.
It's all right. We'll get it.
Here we go. So where is it? A helmet to helmet hit?
Oh no, he caught him. Like it's just shoulder.
Oh, it's the late hit by 90 is what they flagged. But for coming on late. That's what they called.
A Niti Peba.
But you can't completely take the head out of the game on that initial hit by Sawyer.
I was going to say, there's no way they called it on
there's not much you could do. It was a violent collision, sure, but it was the late hit there that they called. So 1st and 10 Flyers just outside the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. Rand breaks 1 tackle, but can't break that second wave. But he's still, when there's nothing there, you look down there and he's picked up 4, nearly 5.
He's so low to the ground and he's got such great vision, but it's the power he has. And so you have to gang tackle for sure, but he makes it really difficult on you.
If Rand Sawyer is a good fit where at the collegiate level? He is a senior, Carl.
He's a kid. He's a kid that I would bring in on a preferred and just see how he would develop. That's kind of that kid. I would Division II for sure.
And rolling out, Truman not going to throw. He's going to tuck and he's going to run inside the 10. Diving ahead, and he's going to score the touchdown. Looked like they were going to tackle him at about the 5.
Huge play by Wyatt Truman here, showing his athleticism.
Wyatt Truman, here's the replay brought to you by Holbrook Asphalt. Flyers up 27-14. They answer that opening drive by the Panthers. And he kind of strides out there and just shakes off that last tackle. Brock Harris was trying to catch him.
Wyatt's a big dude, so he's not little. He's a strong kid.
Huge play by the quarterback, the senior, Wyatt Truman. Extra point here. Brought to you by Best Friends, Kanab, Utah. Just 90 minutes.
Very important.
It's up and it is good. You know, you can get an all-you-can-eat up at there. You can stay at the Roadhouse. They have cats, dogs. They have rabbits, snakes, horses. You can adopt to anything. It's a fun outing just 90 minutes away. Kanab, Utah. Learn more at bestfriends.org and go up and take home your new best friend.
You got a dog, don't you?
I have a dog.
Yeah.
Yes.
What kind of dog is it?
It's a Australian Labradoodle named Gus.
Named Gus.
Yes.
That's a good name.
Had another one, unfortunately, got hit by a car.
Yeah, that's sad.
A couple years ago. And we had a friend for him for a while, but the original owners that we adopted from actually got in a position where they wanted it back, so we gave the dog back.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well,
so we might go up to Best Friends one of these days when we're ready for another.
Well, I was crazy enough to go out and get myself a chocolate lab. He's about 1.5 years. He's got the best name, though. His name is Judge.
Okay,
so,
cool.
You can't beat that, right? And
yeah, must be a Dodger fan.
Yeah. Great dog, awesome family dog, and I've always had labs, and I didn't think for years I was going to have another one, and I got suckered into it.
There you go. Region 9 update, 24-14. Hurricane is up by 10. 9 minutes left in the third quarter. We're keeping an eye on that game, and we're going to be, kind of wrapping around Blake O'Rulian back in studios, going to bounce back and forth a little bit between this game and that game on the radio side, but both games streaming on our website as the kickoff is returned out near the 25-yard line, and the Panthers have another crucial drive in front of them here with Levi Shaw as he trots back out on the field.
Yeah, again, they got to answer here. That you got to keep up with this Dixie team because so far there are no answers defensively, but hey, they've tried to have answers, and then you got all this wild play happening. So again, not their fault really. I mean, very rarely do you see a running back getting tackled, throw it across the field.
All 4 touchdowns are on the ground for Dixie tonight. Shaw going to hand off to Gwilliam. Gwilliam's going to be hit and dropped, and that's going to be a loss on the play. Short loss of a yard or so on that play.
Yeah, it's
Bristol Woods.
It's a box you don't want to run against there. There was a lot of bodies in there. You probably want to have a little bit of an RPO or an option to probably call out of that if you're Levi Shaw.
Colo Lynn, Bristol Woods over there to help wrap up William. 2nd down and 11. Out of the gun is Shaw. William to his left. Fake to William. Standing in the pocket. Lets it go. Has his man Brock Harris. And Harris is a yard past the sticks. Maybe 2. That's a fabulous Freddy's.
First down. Hey, great job by the Pineview offensive line to give Levi a ton of time on this.
Harris, 6th catch of the night. And he has a touchdown receiving as well. Panthers trips formation to the short side, ball on the left hash. They're looking to the single receiver side. It's a slant route. It's a caught by Quade Sorensen. What a catch with sticky hands. He's fighting down inside the Flyers 40. That was a tremendous throw and catch.
I think another late hit on the quarterback here. They probably called this one.
Worth another look. Levi Shaw puts it right on the fingertips of Quade Sorensen.
Great ball.
And that's how you teach a kid to catch it right there. You get those.
Yeah, and then credit Levi standing in there with pressure in his face, taking a hit, and delivering that.
The first catch, I think, was the tougher of the two catches.
Correct.
But both those balls were absolutely as good as you can throw them.
Yeah, 2 dimes and a penalty got him down all the way down the field for the score. Now you got to get a stop. You got to get a stop if you're Pineview, or a turnover of some kind.
Timeout. We'll step aside. Quick break. We got a little shootout on our hands. Already the big score dessert is in effect tonight after the game at Yogurtland.
See you there.
28-21. Dixie with the lead. Don't touch that dial. Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Relatives coming to visit, not enough room, or maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Well, Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Plan your perfect getaway or staycation. Visit St. George, Utah, vacationrentals.com.
Hi, I'm Jermaine O'Jegler from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and skate The Rink. The Rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at The Rink.
Back live here. We do have one other game that just went final. It is now officially final. Desert Hills has won 62-14. Jordan out. Desert Hills will move on. They'll have to play at Stansbury next Friday. They got to go on the road. Kind of a bad beat there. The Thunder were 8th going into the final game. They beat Cedar. They dropped to 9th. So they get the home game tonight, but they got to go on the road. Onside kick, and it's loose. Oh, and I don't know who got it. It bounced sideways, and if Pineview got it, then they are in business at the 42-yard line, and the Panthers have it. Woo!
What a call by Coach Boyer there. Great call. Got all the got the momentum back there offensively. Gets your offense right back on the field.
What a kick
What
there.
an execution of a kick there.
Russell Jacobs, he sold like he was going deep, even the leg whip, and then he just chipped it right over the top. In on it, didn't it?
Had a little English on it, came back, and they got the roll, and what a play call there by Coach Boyer. That takes cojones.
The onside kick has worked. Pineview has the ball right back with all the momentum, trailing by 7. Shaw, hot as anybody on the field right now, hands off to William. Hit, breaks that first tackle, and he'll pick up 3.
Yeah, it's that formation, trying to run a little bit. They're trying to loosen up the box a little bit with that formation, and it's just that little inside zone. Couple Dixie players, double nickel, you said earlier. He's nicked up again for Dixie. Number 55, Noah Russell, hobbling off the field. Hopefully he's okay. We got a timeout on the field.
Yeah, brought to you by Luke Udy at American Family Insurance. Tell Luke thanks for sponsoring high school football, and tell him to give you a free quote. See how much he can save you on your auto, home, or life insurance. Now the clock will wind. It's second down and 7 here for the Panthers offensively from the Dixie 39-yard line.
You take a shot here with Brock Harris. He's got the advantage.
Brock is to the near sideline. Ball's closer to the left hash. He's in a double stack, and Harris is going deep, and it's 2 outside to Sorensen, and Sorensen catches another one. Quade Sorensen catches it, and I think he got interfered with.
Yeah, what a catch there. A little bit underthrown, just a hair underthrown, but what a way to keep your eye on it and really concentrate on this ball here. Watch. A little bit underthrown to the inside, but what a catch by the receiver there.
Quade Sorensen and Levi Shaw are in the zone. Throwing and catching it right now. Simply red hot for this Panther offense. 1st and goal. And it's Makafia out of the Wildcat. He's going to bounce it outside. He's going to go to the 1, and he's going to be hit and stopped. Looked like he was going to go in untouched.
He has a little bit of wiggle, but he just doesn't have that extra burst.
Louis Bennett was over there to make the tackle. And he's limping out of there. Fia's still down. He fights off, Louis Bennett fights off.
It's a great tackle.
Yeah, he fights off a block and then makes the stop.
Yeah.
Short of the goal line, and we got an injury timeout. 30-second timeout. We'll be right back to check on the injured players.
Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee. Anytime is a good time to sip and smile. Scooter's Coffee, open 7 days a week.
Huge news! Sport Court has a brand new showroom and design center, and it's next level. See why so many are choosing Sport Court here in Southern Utah for top quality basketball, pickleball, and multi-purpose courts. Learn more at sportcourtofsouthernutah.com.
Here we go live again at Pineview High School. It's our Boulevard Home high school playoff coverage, making your house a home for over 50 years. Locations, of course, St. George, Cedar, Mesquite. They got you covered at the Boulevard.
All right, well, their Wildcat guy is out.
Right.
So who is their back? It looks like Yoakum.
So Yoakum is now...
Not only is he a tight end, he's a QB.
Yeah, he is taking the snap here, and they're going to run it. And Yoakum is going to bulldoze into the end zone for the touchdown. Strobe lights going off here, and Pineview is a PAT away from tying this game. He gives the ball to Brock Harris, and Brock says thank you and gives it to the official there after he scores the touchdown. Oh my goodness. We said the very first segment in a pregame show brought to you by Sport Court, we said it was an overtime game and we expect something similar tonight. And look, 4 minutes and some change, 4:09.
Well, I was
third
saying
quarter,
earlier,
we're tied.
I was saying earlier they needed a turnover. Instead of the turnover, they got the onside kick. So it was just as big.
It really was. And they capitalize, and the extra point is up, and it is good, and we're tied up. We'll take a break. We'll catch our breath. Haven't settled anything. Are we heading for an Inch 9 Region 9 playoff classic? Well, stay tuned to find out. We're tied 28-28 on the Wilkinson scoreboard.
Hey, it's Luke with Udine Associates at American Family Insurance. At Udine Associates, we love insurance so you don't have to. With a quick call, we can get you an instant quote with the right coverages. My team of licensed agents are ready to help you with better insurance from American Family. Give us a call at 435-251-9102.
From bold statements to subtle compliments, Wilkinson's House of Lighting will help you more fully enjoy all the different spaces in your home. Stop in and see what's new at Wilkinson's House of Lighting, a proud sponsor of Region 10 Athletics.
Your child's sports journey starts with the City of St. George Recreation. From their first steps on the quarter field to becoming a star player, our youth sports programs are here to develop talents and teamwork skills. So get out and play. Check out all the sports and get signed up at sgcityrec.org.
Back here at Pineview High School, tie football game, 28-28. We had Snow Canyon blow out Murray, 27-7. You had Desert Hills take Jordan out. Pretty easy win. What was it, 62-14?
Yeah.
Hurricane is leading Cedar 30-14. And here we're tied up. Short kick, returnable from the 20. Flyers going to go right up the middle. Big tackle there. Dealer collision.
That's not a flag. That's not a flag.
They called it on the tackle? Is that a flag on the tackle? It looked like.
Listen, I was in Texas a couple weeks ago, and there were some collisions there that these refs would be throwing every flag out.
Bowen Eakins was the return man.
Clean hit.
Junior up back there.
Clean. I'm sorry, but that's a clean hit.
Take another look there. You see it. One more time, Dusty. I'm trying to find anything.
The helmet. I'm not targeting.
Let's take another look here, Carl. Holbrook Asphalt replay. It's on the kick return. Is there helmet-to-helmet contact? No.
No, he hit him with his arms.
No, there's not. They missed that one. So Flyers catch a break out to the 49-yard line. They'll have the possession in a tie football game. Wyatt Truman going to go under center. No, he's going to drop back next to Rand Sawyer out of the gun. It's a pistol formation. They're going to toss it to Rand. Rand running north and south. He'll pick up 4, maybe 5. He'll fall to the 45-yard line. It's a gain of 6 at the end of that play.
Yeah, if I was Dixie, that's all I'd be running. Toss left, toss right. Go ahead and try to stop us.
3:45 and ticking left here on the Nets on Fire clock in the third quarter. Tonight's game brought to you by Down East Outlet. Get in there and save. They got some big fall savings, huge discounts over there. 245 North Redcliffe Drive in St. George. Sawyer again, shot out of a cannon to the sideline, cuts it back to the spin move with the numbers, fighting ahead. He's running hard, he's running mad. He's down to the 32-yard line. That's another chunk run for Rand, baby Rand.
Yeah, you got to wrap up there. That was kind of soft at the point of attack there.
Just look how hard he runs, though. And look how quick he stops on a dime and then keeps going.
23 there for Pineview. He doesn't bring his feet. He kind of went to his knees instead of just finishing the tackle all the way through the player. That's Jackson Blanchard there.
Sawyer to the left of his quarterback, Wyatt Truman. They've combined for 4 touchdown runs. Sawyer going to bounce to the outside, cut back at the hash, inside the numbers, and he's going to pick up another chunk gain of 7 yards. It's 2nd down and 3.
And they got to be a lot of miles on those legs, don't you think? On Rand Sawyer's legs, a lot of miles.
They're going to give him a quick breather here, or is he just going to come over to talk to a coach?
I think they're just kind of taking him off, giving him a breather.
Giving him a Alafool is in. World Series is in the top of the 9th. Yankees, Dodgers. They're all tied up. Yeah. That Boise State UNLV game is kicked off. And we're still late third quarter here. It'll be Truman on a counter quarterback keeper, and he's going to get a fabulous Freddy's first down. He'll take it down to the 16-yard line, and another fresh set of downs for the Flyer offense as they're trying to retake the lead after 14 unanswered points by Pineview.
We're at the 2-minute mark in the third quarter.
It was 21-7 at the half, and then it was 28-14. Both teams swapped scores. And then Pineview scored on a couple beautiful throws to Quade Sorensen, then gets the onside kick, scores again on a Yoakum quarterback wildcat run. And now the Flyers trying to respond. It'll be Sawyer on a wildcat. He'll run out left. He'll hesitate, now keep going wide all the way to the boundary. And that's one of the shortest runs Rand's had all night. Ran all that way to get 2.
Yeah, I mean, did you see the block by Lopati on that one?
Isa Lopati is a dude. He is a dude.
He folded a guy on the outside just to get Rand to around the corner.
Flyers taking their time, using that play clock. Our play clock is not working tonight. Apologize for our viewers for some reason. But our game clock's good. And fake to Rand. Truman hit and drop. Pretty good tackle there by Curtis. Leading tackler for this Panther team by a long stretch. And he makes a big stop there. A solo tackle one-on-one against the quarterback, Wyatt Truman.
Got a little cat and mouse game playing here. Coach Monker's seeing what he wants to dial up.
Jackson Mann, the sophomore quarterback, filling in for Everett Kelling, who was lost a couple weeks ago to a broken collarbone, has just thrown another interception. So Hurricane up 30-14, under 4 minutes left in the third quarter with the ball out near midfield. We'll keep you posted on that one. Here, we're all tied up. Flyers in the Red Rock Real Estate red zone. Truman going to set up a screen. He hits Rand. Rand outside the numbers to the 5, pushing, diving, down to the 1. He's short of the touchdown, but it'll be 1st and goal.
They should have just stayed outside 75. What a block coming across for Dixie. Just unbelievable staying with it.
Yeah, 75 pushes off, then gets out wide, and Rand cuts it inside of him there. Did his job. Did his job. Curtis and Daniel Mayak converging on the stop defensively for the Panthers.
Yeah, if you're Dixie here, you just keep it simple.
32 seconds left here in the third quarter. Flyers trying to take the lead going to the 4th. Rand Sawyer trying for his 4th touchdown of the night, and he got it. It's a 2-yard touchdown plunge by Rand Sawyer, number 4. And now there's some extracurricular. What's
number 10 for Dixie?
He's all fired
Johnson up. He thought the Pineview player was doing something to him, but he was just stuck in this, like, down in all fours, and he was kind of caught up with him, and he didn't move.
Here's
it's all right.
The extra point brought to you by Best Friends. Flyers have retaken the lead. How about Rand tonight? I mean, what can you say about the way he runs the football?
He just runs. He's
got 18 rushing touchdowns.
Yeah.
And the extra point is up and good. We'll step aside. Flyers 35, Panthers 28. Late third quarter, it's turned into a shootout here in the first round of the 4A state playoffs on the Fan Sports Network.
At Grass Creek Construction, they put their heart and integrity into every build. Their team is committed to delivering top-quality commercial projects that stand out. Integrity is their competitive edge. Building with passion, building with purpose, proud sponsor of local sports.
Red Rock Real Estate has over 200 professional realtors in the St. George area that specialize in the local market. Whether you're buying your dream home, looking for an investment property, or want to sell your home for the highest amount, the Red Rock Real Estate team is here to assist you. Get started now by visiting redrockrealestate.com.
Need an appliance or two? AWP's got you. Check out the remodeled expansive showroom, highlighting the Cafe series with colors like matte black, matte white, and modern glass. Make your kitchen stand out. Come see the local boys at AWP across the freeway from the Bloomington Walmart.
Hey, welcome back. Devin Dixon, Carl Frankie here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. Appreciate Grass Creek Construction. See their signs around some of the job sites as they're helping build Southern Utah with integrity. Short kick, picked up by the up back, and going to be a return of about 6 or 7, still fighting, and got it out to the 25-yard line. That was, who was that? That was number 26 for the Panthers, Trey Mitchell, that was the guy that returned that kick. World Series tied 2-2 in the 9th. Judges of the play 2 on 2 outs. So we'll keep you posted on that. Here it's 35-28. Panthers trying to tie this thing back up. Flyers up by 7 on the Wilkinson scoreboard. This has been a fun one tonight. Fresh set of downs for Levi Shaw. He has been red hot in the second half. Had 133 yards passing in the first half. Probably more than that already in the second half. He has caught fire, but they'll start off with a run to William. And not much there. Got back to the line of scrimmage as he tried to bounce it outside. Nothing there.
Yeah, they've run on first down this whole second half. Every first down they've ran the ball. So maybe one of these times they get a first down, they run a little play action and try to take a shot. That's the end of the third quarter, and we'll be going into this fourth. And
put 4 fingers in the air. We'll set the stage. Should be a great finish tonight on the Fan Sports Network. Flyers by 7. Pineview with the ball when we start quarter number 4 after this message from our great partners.
Welcome to the Back Nine. We bring the world's best courses to you. Elevate your game at any time with 24/7 access to top-tier golf technology and expert PGA instructors available. Back Nine Golf is a place to improve your swing for all ages. Join us today.
Best Friends Animal Sanctuary in Kanab is open daily for free family fun. Take a tour, volunteer, hike a trail, or bring home a new best friend. Visit Best Friends today for magical memories that'll last forever.
Create your own relaxing, comfortable space. Boulevard Home offers the guaranteed best prices on furniture, appliances, mattresses, and more. And buy with no interest financing. Shop Boulevard Home, because home is who we are.
You could wander around a warehouse store forever and never find the one thing that can make all the difference. A helpful face? Now that's something to consider. Everything your local Bucks A stands for is written on our faces. Welcoming, neighborly, knowledgeable. When you're in need of a helpful face, visit one of our 3 Southern Utah locations.
Fourth quarter, here we go. You ready, Carl?
Yeah, I'm ready.
I'm ready too. Levi Shaw will go to the shotgun. Standing at his own 20, ball will be snapped from the 25, and there was jump. Somebody jumped in the neutral zone.
Body, I think, jump.
And the flag came because somebody moved on that offensive line for Pineview, and then it'll go against the Panthers. Hasn't been that many penalties, been a few. Carl's multi. We got the game in front of us. We got the World Series game here in the booth. We got the Hurricane Seer. We got eyes on that. We got a triple header going here. We haven't even.
Well, I'm watching Judges at bat.
Shaw gonna throw. Harris tries to make a one-handed attempt. He was running an out route, and it goes off his fingertips, incomplete. And it'll be 2nd down and 15. Actually, 3rd down. That was 2nd down. Now it's 3rd down and 15. So that false start's got Pineview behind the sticks here, trailing by 7. And Shaw has the instructions. Of course, Todd Shaw, the offensive coordinator, is Levi's dad. Seems like they have a great relationship. Football probably never sleeps in the Shaw household. Shaw stepping up in the pocket. Lapati giving chase. Gets rid of it, and there is Harris. High rising catch, and a beautiful job by Brock to go get that ball, but even better job by Shaw to get rid of it and feel that pressure and step up and deliver that football.
He does such a good job in the pocket to feel pressure and get out of it. Just floats it over to the linebacker to his main target.
Got to be a great feeling. No, you can't really hardly ever overthrow Brock Harris. 6'5".
It's a great feeling if you're a quarterback and you can throw it up there at about 8 feet and someone's going to come down with it. Yes.
Again, I was field level standing next to Brock, and he's big, he's tall, and he's talented. And Colt Falanico has that one slip through, just a hitch route to the outside, and he couldn't handle it. Incomplete, 2nd down and 10. But you're behind the sticks. How big is that 3rd down for this Panther offense? Down by 7.
Well, if anything, if you don't get another 1st down, at least a field position, you're going to have a lot better field position if you're Pineview, because you're going to be able to pin them back there a little bit.
Both teams are preserving their timeouts. Both teams have 3. We've got 11:15 left here, early moments of the 4th quarter. Levi Shaw out of that shotgun. William standing to his left. Ball right in the middle of the hashes. Quick throw outside. Falanico not going to drop that one, and he's going to cut to the inside, get a couple extra yak yards into Flyer territory, down to the 44-yard line. Another fabulous Freddy's.
1st down, and there was a simple mesh play underneath, and they just ran the curl route on the outside. Too much cushion out there, and that was a simple throw and catch.
Twins to the near side, single receiver to the far sideline.
You got
Harris is tied in on that left side to kind of make it a trips look. William to the right of Shaw. Shaw ready for the snap. They pull the guard, they run behind him, and he's going to push straight ahead, and he's going to get a couple. Give him 2 yards there. 2nd down and 8.
Yeah, it's a good thing they didn't throw there, because they had everyone covered up on this outside. So definitely a run.
Panthers going hurry up here. Snapping it quickly. Quick throw. Falanico caught it. Can't break a tackle, but he does lunge forward inside the 40 to about the 38-yard line. It'll be 3rd down and 4 for this Panther offense, down by 7 here in the 4th quarter.
Yeah, just playing this little cat and mouse game here. You might want to see, could be a little slot fade to Brock off of this little bullet action out here. There
Shaw, double move, nothing there. Dancing around, tucking and running. He's going to run for the first time tonight, and he's going to take it for the 1st down by an inch. I think he's right at the line to gain. I think he got it.
Oh, my goodness. I thought he was going to just get north and south there, and he kind of tiptoed and got tackled right at the line to gain.
He's
right here at the end.
Got to get to the...
Look at... Yeah, the ball was actually behind him on that tackle.
Tackle made by the Flyers, number 24, Mason Schumann, who's the leading tackler on this Flyer defense coming into the game tonight. Yoakum goes in motion. Shaw gonna run a fake draw play, fire a bullet on a comeback route, little hitch, and it's incomplete through Yoakum's hands.
Well, they're gonna have to take the top off on one of these passes, because corners are playing super close, and that little now screen is, kind of not there anymore. So you're going to have to get a little bit more pressure on these corners to get them to back up a little bit.
Tonight's game brought to you by Honolulu Grill. spreading aloha. It's all good at Honolulu.
I mean, you got safety on no one helping. Oh, now he's going to come over and help on Yoakum.
Yoakum motion. Twins to either side when you count Harris. Harris going to stand and block. They'll run it. And a nice run. One of the better runs from this Panther offense tonight. They're going to pick up 9. 3rd and 1 for this Panther offense.
I actually liked the formation before they brought Yoakum over because it kept the safety on the far side of the field, and you had just the corner and Brock Harris on this side of the field. Look, maybe go back to that again. Here it is. Here's the formation I like. Look at all this space out here. You got 6'6" on 5'9" and no safety help.
Trips to the far sideline. Shaw. Movement as he started to clap his hands, and offsides. It's going to be an automatic first down. It was 3rd and 1. Tonight's game brought to you by Bucks Ace Hardware. I went and took a little preview tour of the brand new 40,000 plus square foot facility in Hurricane where their original location is. That store is absolutely going to be a huge addition to everybody out there on the east side in Hurricane. Bucks Ace Hardware. The grand opening coming November 7th and going that whole weekend. Harris is now going to go from tight end, split out wide.
Once you move him, now the safety backs out of there.
And now Shaw's looking for him anyway. And it's a one-hand catch attempt. Hit comes and dislodges the football. And it's incomplete. They took a shot to Harris, and they can't connect.
I thought where they have him on the line of scrimmage, he has the advantage because he can get a wide release. The safety's already going to get beat because he's inside, and now you're one-on-one with that corner. As soon as he got up and shifted outside, the safety plays over the top. I'd have him right on the line of scrimmage again.
Here we go. 2nd down and 10. At the 20. Red Rock Real Estate red zone. They run a draw to Gwilliam. Down inside the 15. Breaks a tackle down near the 5-yard line. How about the sophomore Gwilliam running hard?
Hard running.
1st and goal Panthers.
Extremely hard running right there.
Watch him break this tackle, Coach. Didn't wrap him up.
Nope.
Just the Flyers did not wrap him up there.
And these two backs are too good if you're not going to wrap up.
Panthers go with that jumbo power set here with Maka Fia. He'll keep it. He'll run right. He'll be tackled by Anzalone at the 5. It's a gain of 2.
I like to see a little pop pass off of this formation. What do you think on that weak side tight end?
By the way,
Yoakum, my man Yoakum over there wants a ball, and I guarantee if you start taking off right, that safety on that side is gonna fly up, and you just sneak behind them, and it's a little pop pass, a little Tebow over the top.
Nerve-wracking moments here in the 4th quarter. Fia again, Wildcat. He's hit and dropped. Hit and dropped. Coming in, making that stop, Jack Thompson. I believe, or Carter Jerrigan. I have 2 11s. I believe that's Jack, isn't it, Carl?
Yeah.
Carter plays more offense. Jack plays more defense. And here go the Panthers now. 3rd and goal. 3rd and goal. They'll pop pass it, Tebow style. Harris trying to bobble and catch it to himself. Did he make the catch? I think he did. Brock Harris. The juggling.
Terrible pass, but Brock stuck with it.
Wow, we've seen everything.
I call that one too.
You did call it.
I wanted to go to the opposite side because the safety was on that side on top of Brock. So.
Are you kidding me? Blake back in studio, you better put
we
that
got a late
one.
flag. Hold on, let's see what happens.
You better get that one trending on social media for us, buddy. That was incredible catch. Ooh. Staying with that play. You know, you tip it to yourself, you tip it again, and that could be very well intercepted, but Brock Harris knew what he was doing, didn't he?
Well, he just kind of stuck with it, and he's so long. He's just never let it hit the ground. But, you got to put that up a little bit higher and let him just go high point that like he's going up for it.
Both these teams, go back to the Rand Sawyer improv lateral pass when he was being tackled and went for a big gain. They go on to score on that drive. Now you go Wildcat, you're running it with no success. You pop pass it, you called it. And then the catch, a lot better than the throw. But hey, Fia gets credit for a touchdown pass.
Credit for a little touchdown pass.
Do I go out on a limb without checking and say that's probably the first touchdown pass of the season for Fia?
I'm going to probably.
Nobody has thrown a pass except for Levi Shaw this year.
And I promise to the people at home, I did not know the play call ahead of time, just so you know. I'm not here at Pine View's practices every day. I have no idea. It just. What a call. Hey,
you would have called the same thing.
I would have called it with the way they were playing that defense. Eventually, it's going to show up, and that's the first time Pineview has shown the pop pass.
Well, and credit to you and credit to Coach Shaw. And it was well defended. That's the thing, is Coach Berry's defense was ready for it.
He's just a man amongst boys down there. You just got to give it up. I mean, he's on the sideline right now, and he looks like, everyone else looks like they're playing JV ball.
They called false start here, so they're going to back them up 5 for this crucial extra point, because it is 35-34.
Huge.
This is where the game ended in overtime in the regular season meeting back on September 20th.
Yes. You got to make sure no one comes through your gap and stay inside out on the outside.
Luke Lukinge is in to kick. This will be a 25-yard PAT. It's long enough, and it is straight enough, and it is good. We are tied up tonight, 35-35. Haven't settled anything. And we'll take a timeout and come back. Flyers will have it when we return in what looks like it's going to be an instant Region 9 playoff classic.
Yeah.
Hey, it's Marco from Coral Canyon Golf Course, inviting you to play the course with the best backdrop in southern Utah. Make sure you get out and experience great golf for a great price at Coral Canyon. Visit coralcanyongolfcourse.com or call us at 435-688-1700 for your tee times.
We love giving back to our community, and over the years, we have provided vehicles for families in need, supported local charities, and helped train our first responders. Dealer Collision, your place for collision repair.
Remember when Down East was all scratch and dent furniture, your go-to for dorm rooms, kids' rooms, and first homes? Well, the times have changed, and Down East has changed with you. Down East is proud to offer our beautiful collection of high-quality furniture designed to elevate your space and make a statement. From stylish sofas and dining tables to cozy bedroom collections. If you're starting fresh or looking to upgrade, Down East has everything you need to create the home you'll love.
You're live back here at Pineview High School, and Panthers set to kick off, tied up. And let's go back to that pop pass. Look at the 1, 2, 3 tips to himself. What a play by Brock Harrison. Makafia has his first touchdown pass of the season.
And it's always so much harder to do it in a game than in practice. I'm sure in practice everything's so comfortable, right?
So they're kicking off. They had to back up here on the kickoff because of the penalty. And they're going to onside kick it. And the Flyers are going to have excellent field position. It worked earlier in the game, but it does not work there. The Flyers hands team was ready for it.
I think he got a little greedy there.
I didn't think he needed an onside kick it yet. I mean, it's still 6:36 to go in the game.
Yeah, it wasn't deep enough. Went right to him, wasn't deep enough at all. So
got all your timeouts.
Yeah, I don't know.
Now the Flyers have a short field in front of them. They'll take over from the 36-yard line, 1st and 10.
Well, if you're Pineview, you bring in dudes.
They'll run it straight ahead. Rand Sawyer bouncing around, still moving those feet, and he's going to get 9.
You got to be, if you're Pineview right now, you got to be slanting. You got to be in gaps. You got to make these Dixie linemen, 2 guys make block 1 up front so your backers can fill the gaps behind it.
2nd down. They gave him 8, so 2nd down and 2. Pistol. Truman. Toss left. Sawyer ran. 1st down and more. Down inside the 20. And a new set of downs at Fabulous Freddy's. 1st down run by Rand Sawyer.
Here's the problem. The guy's turning it inside, okay? So you have a defender that's turning that inside, but there's no safety. There's no alley player. He's not there. Nowhere to be found.
And Dixie trying to work some clock here. 35-35, 5 minutes and 40 seconds left in regulation here in the first round of the 4A state football playoffs. Truman, handoff, Sawyer, spin move, Sawyer just so quick through the middle, down inside the 10. And he's close to another first down. I think he's got it. I think it's going to be first and goal from just at the 10-yard line.
Yeah, credit Dixie's offensive line right now. They're just blowing guys off the ball. They're getting to the second level. And when you got a kid like Rand running behind you, I mean, that's got to make you feel good if you're an offensive lineman.
Tonight's game brought to you by House of Jump. Looking for something fun to do on your Saturday or for your next birthday party? Check out House of Jump. 415 South Dixie Drive. Get you an update in just a minute here. Dixie's letting that play clock go all the way down. Tick, tick, tick. Now they got to go. They snap it. Sawyer again running hard this time. Nothing doing there.
Yeah, that was better defended there for sure. Coming off the edge, not worried about the pass.
They're in extra innings. 2-2, top of the 10th, 2 on, 1 out. So Yankees at the plate right now. We'll keep you posted. The winner of game 1 in the World Series in the history wins 63% of the time. That's what's at stake, and they're going to extras. Well, they're already in extras. I'll get you an update on that Cedar Hurricane game in just a second. But second down and goal for the Flyers. From the 7. Truman puts Lapati in motion. They run and ran behind Lapati. Ran Sawyer diving down inside the 5 to about the 3, and it'll be third down and goal.
Yeah, Lapati didn't even have anyone to block until he got up to the linebacking group at 5 yards back.
10 minutes to go out in Hurricane, and the Tigers haven't had a home game in 9 years in the postseason, and they are laying it on Cedar. It's 37-14 with 10 minutes to go, and the Tigers are in the red zone of Cedar looking for more. Here, under 3.5 to play, third and goal. We're tied up. Flyers trying to take the lead here. They'll run it again to Sawyer. Sawyer diving, and he stops short. Fourth and goal. So a huge fourth down.
Yeah, I'm surprised the last 2 runs have been inside of the tackle. You would think he'd probably try to get him outside. Maybe he's afraid of a holding call on the edge. Yeah, I mean, I'm trying to put him in space a little bit here.
And Coach Munkers is not going to go get the field goal unit. He's going to take a timeout and talk over this fourth down.
Yeah, he's going to let as much time come off the clock, and then he'll call a timeout with 1 second left and talk and dial up his best play.
So timeout will stop the clock at 2 minutes and 37 seconds. And that's Dixie's first charged timeout. We'll step aside. We'll catch our breath. Just a 30-second timeout. We'll see what Dixie decides to do when we come back at a tie game, fourth and goal.
Hey, St. George, this is Brian. I'm the new owner of your local Everbowl. Looking for a delicious, nutritious meal? Come to Everbowl. Our acai bowls are packed with superfoods to fuel your day. And it's where Region 9 sports fans fuel up.
Fabulous Freddy's is the locals' choice for a full-service car wash. It's fast. Have your car washed in just 20 minutes or less. Fabulous Freddy's always keeps it clean inside and out with 2 Southern Utah locations as well as in Vegas, Lehigh, and Sandy.
Back live here in crunch time. The coach, Carl Frankie. I'm Devin Dixon. Dusty Allen, our producer. Sebastian Linares on camera tonight. Blake O'Rulian manning the command center, the Findlay studios. Later we'll select a Findlay star of the game.
Big play. This is the play of the game right here.
No field goal. They're going for it. Fourth and goal from the 1. Out of the shotgun is Truman. He's going to give it to Rand. He's going to bounce it outside. He's going to put his shoulder level down, and he's going to score the touchdown. Dixie back in front. Rand Sawyer, not 1, not 2, not 3, not 4. That's 5 rushing touchdowns on the night.
Yeah, the kid's unbelievable.
Truman has 1. Rand has the rest. He just bounces around.
Another hold that was not called on the edge.
Rand was almost... I wasn't sure if he was in or not. He stopped, and then he's like, I better go ahead and go in.
But when you're blocking from the inside out and you see that guy get tugged down as the ball carrier's going outside, that's got to be called.
So the Flyers punch it in, and coach thought maybe they got away with a little bit of a hold there. Here's the best friends, Kanab, Utah, extra point. It's up, and it's a big one, and it's good. So the Panthers got to go 2-minute drill here with 2:31 left on the Nets on fire clock.
Plenty of time.
Plenty of time. They got all 3 timeouts.
Both these teams, 22 minutes and 31 seconds, plenty of time. You just got to stay ahead of the chains. You can't get a penalty. You can't have a bad snap. You can't have any of those. You got to stay ahead of the chains, and you'll be just fine. They've been moving the ball all night.
Another rink update brought to you by skatetherink.com. Yankees have scored in extras. They lead the Dodgers 3-2.
I saw it, Devin, but I didn't want to say anything because it makes me a little nervous.
Okay. All right. Well, I'll say it for you, buddy.
All right. Thanks.
You're welcome. We got eyes on that. I want to turn the Boise State UNLV game on. I might have to wait till...
Let's do that. I don't want to see them.
Yeah. Yeah? You want me?
Yankees in scoring position. Oh, man on second, 2 outs. Austin Wells up.
Yeah. Whew, what a fun night.
Maybe it has been.
This is going to be bittersweet. You know, anytime you got 2 Region 9 teams going head-to-head, we've covered these teams all season long, and one's going to be really excited about next week and a playoff run, and one's going to be done.
Let it go out.
Kicked to the 12. Fia is going to pick it up, and he's going to get it out to the 20 and dive up to the 21-22.
That ball was headed out of bounds. I thought he was going to let it go out of bounds.
Which would have given the ball to 35.
Get the ball to 35 with no clock running off.
Yeah. Maybe he didn't know for sure it was gonna. It was starting to slow down, but he was probably only 2-3 yards from the boundary.
Yeah, it wasn't far.
Yeah. But maybe he thought he could break one, and he's an electric playmaker.
I think it was more just secure the ball and don't let them jump on it. Who knows? Your clock's running quick down there.
Levi Shaw has been tremendous tonight, and he has got to go to work here. They'll start from their own 22. Shaw steps up, throws to Harris. Harris catches it, breaks a tackle, puts his shoulders down, and Brock Harris running hard after the catch out across the 30. That's a 9-yard gain. They spot him just shy of a first down.
Both stars have shown up tonight, right?
Absolutely.
And Dixie.
Absolutely. We picked our Finley Superstar watch before the game. Brock Harris, Rand Sawyer, and they both delivered. They go empty. Fia makes it a trips. They're looking that way. Shaw dancing around, steps up, got to run. Shaw puts his shoulders down. This time takes a little contact and momentum stop, but that's an easy first down run. They'll stock the clock to move the chains momentarily with 2:09 left in the game.
Shaw is like a miniature Eli Manning running the ball.
Spoken like a true Giants fan.
He's like, do I have to?
He moves the chains, though. He did what he needed to do.
Heck yeah.
Now the clock is winding with 1:55 and ticking. Panthers got plenty of clock from the 36, their own 36. Shaw's going to throw. He's going to dump it down to Fia. He'll put his foot in the ground and bounce to the outside. And a good open field tackle over there by Dixie. That was a good tackle by number 11, Jack.
They got to go here.
Carter Jernigan, I believe.
They got to go here.
I got 2 11s. Is that Jernigan or Thompson? I apologize. I'm not sure which that is. 1:22 the clock. Second down and 9. Shaw going to let it go. Underneath, checks it down, flag down on the play, caught by Sorensen. Sorensen's going to pick up a short gain of 3, and we await the penalty with 1:14 left on the clock in regulation right now, and it's 42-35. Dixie's up by 7.
Yeah, just sending the back out. You're trying to just widen the defense, especially in the backside of the formation. Just widen the whole defense. You got defensive holding.
Yeah, that's going to be very, very beneficial.
Well, that's huge because, again, they were kind of behind the sticks there. They got a new fresh set of downs. You got a minute 14 on the clock, and you got your whole playbook here. You can throw to the middle of the field. You can throw to the sideline. It doesn't matter. You got plenty of timeouts.
Trying to tie this game up.
You just got to protect Levi out of this empty set. Dixie might bring an extra guy. We don't know yet.
They don't. They just rush 4. He's got some time. Now the pocket collapsing. He's rolling to evade it. Now he's just going to tuck out of bounds. A flag flies in late.
That's going to be a hold. That's right where that happens right there.
And this one might be coming back. So the penalty, a little helpful and now a little hurtful.
Yeah, this is a big one.
Holding on the Panthers. Yep, holding on the Panthers. So this one coming back. Coming up, we'll have the Region 9 wrap-up show brought to you by Finley Subaru, Honolulu Grill, Down East Furniture, Down East Outlets. And our friends, it's all built by Bucks Ace Hardware. That'll be coming up. Blake O'Rulian will be hosting that after we hand out some awards and have our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show here from the stadium. Hoping to have some Coral Canyon coaches' comments.
Hey, if you're Pineview right here, Devin, you gotta go back to number 3, don't you think? Open up the
Quade
field.
Sorensen?
You got to go back to Quade, open up the field with Brock Harris, let him take the defense across, and take a shot with him because he has been on fire tonight. You got to give him a shot.
1:07 to go. They have to burn timeout number 1. We're not going to step away here for this Luke Udy American Family Insurance timeout. But again, coming up, Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show, but we haven't settled anything yet. Panthers know what they got to do. They got to go score and kick a PAT to tie, or they could try the 2-point conversion for a walk-off win if they so choose. But they're at their own 41-yard line, a little bit behind the chains here. 1st and 20. Levi Shaw out of the gun, empty. 5-receiver set, looking to throw. He gets rid of it quick. It's a pass that's back shoulder, but almost could have been intercepted there, Coach.
We got a late hit on the quarterback again, Devin. This is going to be a 15-yarder.
I was watching the ball. I didn't see the hit. I was looking down to see if the receiver was open, but you're right. Shaw, I saw out of the corner of my eye, slow to get up, took a shot. I've been impressed with Shaw. You know, hadn't seen him.
No, he's been
First
great.
year varsity starter. He's led the region in passing. He stood in there taking a couple shots tonight, and he just keeps battling.
If you're Dixie, that's a bad penalty if you're Dixie. I mean, obviously, right? But it's just poised right at this point.
Take another look here. Lapati's coming on that right side, but it was up the middle.
Yeah, it was up the middle. Maybe it was into the face mask. It kind of broke up late.
Yeah, we turned just that one camera shot to show you there. We couldn't really tell there as we started to follow that ball down the sideline.
Yeah, you got one-on-one to the boundary all you want.
1st and 10 now from the 44 of Dixie. Panthers, quick pass. Turns it inside. Sorensen. And probably could have turned out of bounds and stopped the clock. And now Coach Boyer with 56 seconds has to use out timeout number 2.
But you got it. Like at this point right now, you would if you're going to use that second timeout, you want to take a shot somewhere maybe in the middle of the field, somewhere in the void. Now you got to kind of work the sidelines a little bit. And if you get tackled in bounds, if you don't get the first down, you're going to have to rush to the line of scrimmage and you got to get that ball snapped. So time is not on your side at this point.
You got to call 2 plays in this huddle, don't you?
Yeah, well, just
second down and 5.
And if I was them too, I'd give them a check, because if Coach Barry decides to bring some heat here on this, especially if you go empty, you got to have a check of some kind to be able to go to like a quick screen or something like that.
Coming up, we'll break it all down, recap it all if you join us late. Levi Shaw has been hot. Rand Sawyer has scored 5 on the ground. 56 ticks up there.
Is that his? I think that's 3rd or 4th game where he has scored more than, or 5 or more, right?
Yeah, I think so. He had 6 2 weeks ago.
Unbelievable.
Had all 3 last week in that 1-point loss to Crimson. Remember, he's missed 3 games.
Yeah, that's crazy.
He got 19 rushing touchdowns on the season. Got a couple more through the air, too.
Just be patient still if you're Levi. Take what the defense gives you.
Quick pass to the outside. Sorensen makes a man miss, gets the first down, and most importantly, tucks out of bounds. Same play, he just spun outside instead of inside.
What's funny is last time he stayed inbounds. That time he didn't even have to go out of bounds yet. You could have still got another 5 yards before you went out of bounds.
But it does stop the clock. 51 seconds. You do have one timeout left.
Yeah, you got plenty of time now.
Trips to the near sideline. Ball is on the far hash. Twins to the short side. Quick pass over the middle. Yoka makes a shoestring catch. Now you got to spike it.
You got to either spike it or call timeout.
Spike it. I think they're going to spike it here. They got to preserve some clock.
Oh, man.
It's 2nd down and 1. It's 2nd down and 1. 35 seconds. Shaw spikes it. 31.2.
See, that's what I mean before. If you didn't take that second timeout earlier, you use it there, and then you still have one because you caught the ball in the middle of the field and did not get a first down. That second timeout's tough to take that where they took it.
Well, and the first timeout was a tough spot to take it too.
Yeah, but I kind of understood that one, but the second one was a tough take.
But you still got one, and you still got time. 31.2 on the fourth quarter. Nets on fire clock. It's 35-42. So Panthers are down by 7. They're knocking on the red zone here. They'll snap this one from the 24-yard line. 3rd and 1.
I'm throwing this to the outside here, number 4. I'm going to give him a shot. You might get a defensive PI. That'd be huge.
Here we go. Shaw sitting in the pocket. Pressure comes. Gets rid of it. Oh, Fia was open, but he had to throw it. And it's incomplete.
They've been playing with this boundary, but they have the one-on-one matchup if they want it to the field here.
4th down. Now you got to get a first down. And even if you have to use your timeout, it doesn't matter where you go with the ball. You have to have a yard here. It's 4th and 1 from the 24. If you can get the first down, the clock will stop on the chains. Crowd making some noise. Everybody on their feet at Pineview on a Friday night in the playoffs. Shaw dancing around. He's going to run for it. He's got the first down. Takes a big hit. And the ball pops out. And Shaw might have got knocked out. He's just motionless. They're rushing out to him. He took a huge shot. And Shaw is down. You hope he's okay.
Oh, man, I got to see this replay, Devin.
Oh, my goodness. Shaw moves the sticks with his feet. And Sawyer.
Oh, right under the chin. Right underneath the chin, he caught it.
And Sawyer thought he had the fumble,
Levi,
but the flag is on the helmet-to-helmet, I think is what they're going to call here.
You know what's...
They're attending to Shaw. Coach, go ahead.
I'm sorry to jump on you there. Shaw goes down kind of awkwardly, like he almost goes down late to slide, and the kid's coming up. And I don't know if I'm going to tell you right now, it was not intentional. When you see the play, he's just trying to make the tackle, but his helmet just catches him clean up underneath the chin. I just hope he's all right. We might want to just take a minute.
One more look here. Shaw scrambling. He needed a yard on 4th down. He gets the yard.
Late. Watch. Kind of just underneath the chin right there with the helmet.
And they flagged it.
Yeah, they flagged it immediately.
I think for the launching. I think that's what he launched himself into Shaw there.
Yeah.
And now everybody is taking a knee, and Shaw is still getting medical attention. We're going to take a break.
Yeah.
Own property and want to rent it? Then you need the right team with 11 years of local experience, a staff of over 25 employees, and a 4.9 Google rating. Aim to maximize your rental income and find quality tenants while keeping turnover low to increase your revenue and truly maintain your property. Learn more at redrockpropertymanagement.com.
Got a project at work or around the house? Well, think Bucks Ace Hardware. Think Bucks for all the top brands like DeWalt, Milwaukee, and Still. Plus, Bucks has the best sporting goods department. You've got to see their gun department. It's stocked with a great selection of guns and ammo and accessories. 2 locations at the Dino Crossing in St. George or State Street in Hurricane.
At Great Harvest, we believe in crafting more than just bread. We provide crisp, garden-fresh salads and savory sandwiches. Everything from garden-fresh ingredients to our signature handcrafted bread. Our friendly staff will guide you to find a meal that will leave you craving seconds. At Great Harvest, we truly provide something for everyone. And don't forget our baked goods. Satisfy your sweet tooth and finish your meal with a brownie or cinnamon roll. Come visit us at Great Harvest.
Everyone loves local sports and, of course, loves ice cream. And the best ice cream on the planet is Handel's Homemade Ice Cream. Open late every day of the week with dozens of delicious flavors. So after your favorite team wins, head over to Handel's to celebrate with locations in St. George, Layton, and Woods Cross.
Asphalt. It's not something we think about much, except when it's in bad shape. At Holbrook Asphalt, we help cities, HOAs, and businesses avoid replacing painfully expensive roads and parking lots. To avoid the cost of replacing asphalt, you must effectively preserve it while it's still in good condition. University research has shown Holbrook Asphalt's HA5 slows asphalt aging by 67%. We make your pavement assets last longer, cost less to own, all while achieving higher property values. Visit HolbrookAsphalt.com to discover more.
Aloha, sports fans. It's Boo and Nick from Honolulu Grill.
Come get a taste of the islands. Try our famous Kahlua pork or tender teriyaki chicken, and you'll love our mac salad and sweet sauce on your rice.
Don't forget to try original Kava 8 at Honolulu Grill. It's game time.
House of Jump is Southern Utah's only indoor trampoline park and your only place to jump, dunk, and dodge. Head on over to our house, the House of Jump.
This cheesesteak is so freshly grilled, you can still hear it sizzling.
I can hear it too.
Me too.
Actually, it's the
Oh, cheesesteak?
grill.
Grilled right in front of you. It's a Jersey Mike's thing.
When it comes to your child's teeth, Dr. Cody and his experienced staff at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry are game changers. So when it comes to checkups, a toothache, or any problem with your kid's teeth, call experienced veteran Dr. Cody Johnson at Johnson Pediatric Dentistry, 628-0511.
Athletes, now is the time to build explosive strength, power, speed, and agility when you join Intermountain Sports Performance through our Season of Speed Holiday Special. Call 435-251-2299 to instantly save $100 on our 8-week training program. Must purchase by December 31st.
There is a hush over the crowd. Kelly Campbell, the PA announcer, has asked everybody to show a little respect here, and everybody's sending good thoughts and positive.
Oh, hello, Italian nightclub from Jimmy John's.
And to down on the field, they've brought out the medical team. Everybody is on the Flyer sideline, pretty much on a knee. The Panthers are in a circle black. Looks like maybe ready to offer up a thought or a prayer. And there's just a hush over the stadium, Carl. And Shaw's doing what he got to do. He doesn't run very often, but he's running. He knows he's got to make a play. They're trying to win. It's the playoffs and the hit. I mean, Rand Sawyer knows one speed. That's full speed. I don't think he went head hunting. I mean, he got him right in the chin area. Yeah, the ball pops out. The flag comes in. Rand hits him, recovers it. Yeah. We think it's going to be helmet-to-helmet type of call there, and it's going to be half the distance to the goal, but right now all thoughts are for Levi Shaw.
Yeah, and I mean, again, I'm not – you can't tell me what the intent was there. It's just a football play, and unfortunately he caught him underneath the chin with the helmet. And, Levi was trying to make a play. He did, and he was like in between whether he was going to slide or take on that contact, and right. He just Rand was just a little bit lower than he was, and he just caught him underneath the chin, and it looks like he's walking off, and hopefully he's going to be okay, and he'll go through the concussion protocol. And he did get knocked out, though. He was out cold.
I think so. I agree with you.
So
it looked that way.
If Pineview is, and I hate to just talk ahead, but if they do win this game tonight, they're going to have to try to find a backup quarterback for next week.
And Yoakum is probably the guy. I mean, when they needed Wildcat down in that red zone, it wasn't Fia because he had left. They went to Yoakum. So I'm guessing that Corbin Yoakum is going to be the quarterback here.
Let's talk about what's going to happen right here. So they get a 15-yard penalty from the spot foul.
Yep.
They're going to be at about the 7.5 yard line with first down.
Yep.
And they got one timeout in 20 seconds, so plenty of time to get a win.
First down, Panthers.
So they're going to mark it off. And it will be at the 8. They'll mark it at the 8. So first and goal, Panthers. Down by 7. Dixie leads 42-35. Fia and Quade Sorensen, twins, to the short side of the top of your screen.
They got Brooks Clark in there.
They got Brooks Clark, the sophomore, in with trips with Brock Harris to the left side, Yoakum and Falanico. Man in motion is Fia. Here we go. First down play. Clark looking to throw. Lets it fly into the end zone. Looking for Falanico, and it's incomplete. Let him too far.
I like the play call, though. He's taking a shot. You're not trying to run a lot of clock. You're just trying to give him a shot. He wasn't open, and he kind of threw it away. It was a good job on his part.
Brooks Clark, 5'10", sophomore, is into the game. Shaw is on the bench with the training staff still circled around him. And now he wants...
that's just instinct taking over.
He wants to go back in the game. I don't think they're letting him. Doesn't it look like he wants to watch? Maybe he just wants to watch, and they're keeping a close eye on Levi Shaw. Here's Brooks, throws into the flat. It's intercepted. It's intercepted. Flyers are going to go 90 yards, and it's Anzalone with a pick 6. There's 4, 3, 2, 1, and that'll do it. Dixie's going to win it. They're moving on to the second round. It looked like he caught it and it slipped down, and then he recollected it, and then he takes it all the way, and a heartbreaking way to end it for the Panthers, and a exuberant Flyers sideline as they're moving on to the second round.
Oh, man, what a play there. I mean, he read it. He anticipated it. Oh, that's
that was first half.
Yeah.
That's our default replay.
That's okay.
But the pick 6, the teams are going to go shake hands. And Dusty's trying to figure out why our computer is going Fritzo.
Right. And you know what could have been there for Pineview at the end if Levi didn't get hit, he'd get knocked out there. I mean, but he's okay. I could tell people at home that he was up on the sideline, ready to go in and wanted to go in. And
I don't know if he wanted to go in or he wanted to watch.
I think the competitor in him was ready to go in, and and again, they're going to protect him from himself. And his father's down there consoling him right now. Hopefully.
Here's the final play. We got to load it up for you. Sorry about that.
Yeah, no, it's just the ball hung up too long.
Oh, he caught it with his knees.
Yeah, it fell down into his knees.
Tano Anzalone, who's been hurt, he's back, and he makes the Appliance Wholesalers Plus Playmaker play of the game to end it there. With 20 seconds to go, they went into the end zone there with about 13 seconds there. Pick 6. Flyers win it. It almost feels a little anticlimactic because you're worried about Levi Shaw right now, Coach. And teams are still shaking hands here, and we're going to get to our Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show here in just a second. The first in line for Dixie is Coach Rick Barry. And this is why these Region 9 reruns are tough, man. You get this matchup in the first round. These two teams left it all on the field. They put their heart and soul into this game. Both these coaching staffs, all these players worked hard all week. Both reports when I talked to the coaches on my show, Coach Boyer this morning, and then yesterday, Coach Munkers, both these coaches said they'd had a really good week of practice. There was a lot of excitement. And, man, they put on a show for the fans in attendance here tonight, didn't they, Coach?
Oh, yeah. I mean, both teams played their guts out tonight. And, where these two teams started the season, and then kind of the roller coaster in the middle of the season, and they get to this point and play a really good game. Both teams played great. They should be proud of themselves, and Dixie representing Region 9 going to the next round.
We'll update the bracket. We'll get you all the final scores. We'll hand out all our awards. We'll get you some final stats. Let's take a quick 60-second timeout. When we come back, the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. Flyers win it on the Wilkinson scoreboard 48-35 over Pineview.
Nets on Fire is the place to hoop in Southern Utah. Elevate your game with group or individual training with elite coaching. Hustle to netsonfire.org to learn more and see why so many rising stars hoop at Nets. Nets on Fire, building champions on and off the court.
Relatives coming to visit, not enough room, or maybe you're looking to host a family reunion and need a house with a pool. Well, Red Rock Vacation Rentals has got you covered. From 2-bedroom condos to 10-bedroom luxury homes, they truly have something for everyone. Plan your perfect getaway or staycation. Visit St. George, Utah, vacationrentals.com.
Hi, I'm Jermaine O'Jegler from The Rink, and I'm inviting you to come out and escape The Rink. The Rink is the hot spot in town for big group events and kid birthday parties. We now have a karaoke room and retro skate night every Friday night. Visit skatetherink.com to learn more and let the good times roll at The Rink.
Scooter's Coffee and Hurricane is the best way to start your day or get you through your day. From breakfast sandwiches to cinnamon rolls to amazing smoothies and, of course, coffee. Anytime is a good time to sip and smile Scooter's Coffee. Open 7 days a week.
Back here, ready to clean it all up, just like Dr. Cody with your kids' dental needs. Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. Make your kids feel right at home. Such an unbelievable partner with local sports. Appreciate Johnson Pediatric Dentistry. I do want to thank the sponsors, platinum sponsors for Pineview High School. We've got some great folks that have been helping out, sponsoring Pineview football. Anthony McMullen Injury. Appreciate those guys. You've got some great folks, and I'll get the list here in just a second. Thank all of them, and I can't find it for a second here. But Carl, your thoughts on what a instant classic here between these two teams, just like the regular season was here in the playoffs.
Yeah, I mean, I hate for it to end the way it ended there.
Right.
Obviously, every fan would have loved to have seen it. Pineview could have tied it up at that point, and obviously it didn't work out that way. But credit Dixie. Pineview had trouble stopping the run all night, and it was obvious what was going to happen, and at the same time, you just couldn't stop it. Rand Sawyer is a beast on the ground, and then Wyatt Truman on a keep, and on a scramble, taking it for about 30 yards. So, but credit Pineview. Levi Shaw had probably one of the best games I've seen him play all year, and he was throwing dimes out there. He was on fire. It just wasn't meant to be, unfortunately, for him and his team tonight. But credit Pineview for fighting. Coach Boyer for making that call on an onside kick to get their momentum and get them back in the game. That was a huge call. Again, it's one of those where it's like both teams will be like, well, what if we got this or this? We could have been there in a different situation, and they could go back and forth with that. And, as coaches, you're going to go and dissect the film, and you're going to look at it, and there's going to be a lot of, shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and but there's nothing to like drop your head down. If you're a Pineview Panther tonight, you should be really proud on the way you played this football game.
They are taking the shoulder pads off. Levi Shaw is still sitting on the bench area, right about the 45-yard line. I see Bruno Silva down there, longtime trainer at Utah Tech, who's not in that capacity. You got some of the other trainers down there still checking on Levi. He left the bench area to watch the last two plays and then went right back to that bench. And obviously you wish the best for him, but it looks like he's going to be okay. I think really probably concussion, probably got knocked out for a minute.
Oh, he was for people at home that didn't.
And I'm not downplaying that.
He was absolutely out, cold on the field for at least 30 seconds.
Probably. And I've been knocked out before. You kind of wake up. You don't know how long you're out.
No, you don't know how long, but that 30 seconds is long, especially for mom
and it's always
dad,
scary.
Right? So,
yes.
Again, thoughts and prayers. It looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, he's talking, and he's got some support team around him there.
The biggest concern is usually, head and neck, and making sure that's okay. And he's probably, obviously, going to go through his concussion protocol. And
there was some big plays in this game. I mean, he had the pop pass to Brock Harris. He had a couple touchdown receptions tonight. That one from Fia.
Oh.
He had the Rand Sawyer backwards lateral pass to Truman. They got them a first down, and they go on to score. You had the pick six to end it. I mean, some big plays by these two teams. Real quickly, I did want to thank the Platinum sponsors that team up with Pineview High School, and we like to thank those folks that are Platinum sponsors: McMullen Injury Law, Southwest Oral Surgical Arts, and Crimson Heights Counseling. They're big supporters of Pineview football, so thank you for your support. You look at Levi Shaw's numbers in a loss: 33 of 42, 310 yards was the final tally that we have here in our Scooter's Coffee. 2 touchdowns. Did throw the one interception, but the one interception was at the half on a jump ball, trying to make a play.
Well, and how big is that play where they the touching at the back line, end line? I mean, that's a huge call in that situation. And now I will say this: the officials did get it right. But unfortunately, I mean, that was a huge one for Pineview there. So they're playing for the win there and running out the clock.
We were told that the stats might not be quite 100% accurate on Rand Sawyer, but what I'm seeing right now is 36 carries for 197 yards.
Yeah, well,
for Rand Sawyer. So,
I believe it.
Well, but sure, you have to go back to the film. But man, big night for Rand. 5 touchdowns. Wyatt Truman had the other touchdown run in this one. Big plays everywhere. We got to get some awards here, but I want to get a couple more stats. 22 first downs for Dixie in this game. 30 first downs for Pineview. Dixie. 226 total yards of rushing, 126 for Pineview on the ground, 315 total yards passing for the Panthers, only 54 passing yards for the Flyers in this one. Truman goes 5 for 9 in this game. You had third down, 4 for 9 for Dixie, and it was 10 for 15 on third down for Pineview, and 3 of 4 on fourth down for the Panthers, and 2 of 3 on fourth down for Dixie. In those money down situations, both these teams came up clutch, and that's why we kind of had a shootout there. 48-35 the final score, with Dixie getting that pick six at the end to win it tonight and move on into the second round.
Yeah, both defenses obviously had to stop a lot of star power on the offensive side of the ball, and did their best to keep themselves in the game. It was a game of momentum. Dixie had it early, and then Pineview seemed to get it back, and then the onside kick, and then the third quarter, and it just didn't have enough there to close it out at the end. They just kind of gave up a couple big plays on the ground, and let's give it to Rand Sawyer. I mean, the kid's phenomenal. I mean, obviously he's one of those kids I know that you love playing for, you love coaching, and that other team just cannot stand him, because that's just the way he plays football. He plays football at a full tilt no matter what it is, and he's a tough-nosed kid. And I mean, the kid's 5'5", 5'6".
College coaches out there, he's 5'8".
Well, he runs like he's 6'2". So I'm just saying,
he does.
The kid runs.
Oh, if he's 6'2", he'd be going to Alabama.
Reckless abandon. You got to understand, he's put this Dixie team on his back for the last second half of this season, and he's phenomenal to watch. He really is. He's good.
There's no question. No question. With the win, Pineview's out, and Dixie, the 18 seed, is moving on. They'll play at Provo, probably at 6 o'clock, unless they decide to change that time. That's kind of that default time. But it'll be up in Provo, who had the bye tonight. I'm sure they were watching this game closely, and they're probably going to have to try to figure out how to slow down number 2, Rand Sawyer. 5 touchdowns, right around 200 yards rushing tonight. Simply an impressive performance, to say the least. Provo Dixie. That'll be your next matchup. And how do you put a bow on the season for Pineview? And there's a lot of young talent. Like, Pineview's going to be good again next year. I think there's a lot of optimism that Pineview will be better next year. Now they're going to lose some great seniors, but you got Shaw back at quarterback. We hope he's okay. You got Brock back. Yeah.
I mean, you got your pieces
Richardson
back.
and William in the backfield.
What grade is Yoakum?
He's a senior.
Yeah, he's a senior. Too bad. I don't know why everyone's probably like, man, you got a love affair with this kid. I do. I think he's fantastic.
He's a good player.
And
that catch he made around the ankles was really tough.
I'm looking
catch.
at their roster right now, Devin, and there's
sophomores everywhere.
There's sophomores and juniors all over this page. I mean, there's just a sprinkle of seniors in here.
Yeah, and I know the Panther fans don't want to think about next year right now. This one hurts, but they're going to be good.
Dude, you got Levi Shaw coming back with a full season under his belt with this offense, and he's going to have the weapons around him to throw. And I think the biggest thing for Pineview as they push forward for next year is they got to get a little bit better defensively. I think they it's kind of like a bend don't break, but they just give up a little bit too much on the ground. And they need to find a scheme that works really good with the personnel that they have moving into next year. And this is the toughest thing as a coach. I'm watching Pineview out there circled up on the field, and that last talk to the team is one of the hardest ones to give, especially to those seniors that have given you everything they got. And so we congratulate those seniors of finishing out their high school career with the team.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
Sorry, no.
I was wrong. I just checked it. Yoakum is a junior.
Oh, they're going to be tough next year.
He's a junior.
Pineview will be tough next year. Again, if there's a few things they got to clean up. Junior. They're ready. They're going to be locked and loaded for next year. And unfortunately, there's some seniors that are leaving that won't experience some of the.
Yeah, like Fia. They'll miss Fia.
Yeah, Fia is a fabulous player, great human beings. Dad's a wonderful man. Fia is another one of those kids that
he's going to play the next level. I think.
Yeah.
I think
he's got abilities. A lot of these kids have enough ability to play Division III or NAIA or so on.
They've got the card out, and Levi Shaw's got some ice, and they're taking him off the field in the card.
Yeah.
So they're going to go, get him off the field as he took that big hit late, and we think he got knocked out. Coach Shaw is, you can see, talking with the kids right now, offensive coordinator, Levi's dad. Look how composed. I got to be pretty proud, and got to be pretty relieved that his son looks like he's going to be okay.
Yeah, I'm sure he's relieved that his son's okay, and he knows it's part of the game.
Yeah.
And but when it happens to you directly, it's still tough, and I'm sure Mom was super nervous, and hopefully she's doing okay as well. But let's credit Dixie as well. I mean, they didn't look like they were going to go anywhere this year.
No.
And here they are finding themselves into the second round of the playoffs.
Well, I mean, and look how close that was. I mean, a PAT or a field goal, they would have kept Crimson from going undefeated last week. And here in the playoffs, they keep it rolling and they win it 48-35. All right, let's get to some awards here. Finley Subaru, star of the game. Let's pick one for each team. I think I'm going to give you the other awards. I'm going to take this one, Carl, but I think it's, well, you go ahead. What do you want?
Well, I would, no. I was going to say Levi for Pineview.
That's what I was thinking.
And obviously Rand Sawyer.
That's what I was thinking. So we're on the same page.
We're on the same page.
300 plus yards, a couple touchdowns for Levi, about 200 yards rushing, 5 touchdowns for Rand. Your Finley Subaru stars of the night. Playmaker play of the game, there's a lot to choose from. The lateral passes. But, I mean, the game wasn't decided until the pick 6. So.
I know, but again, that's almost like after Levi gets hurt and goes out, like that doesn't really surprise me so much. Putting in a sophomore in that situation is kind of tough.
Yeah.
I could think of there was a couple plays of the game. The onside kick, huge play. That's hard to execute the way they executed it. Rand Sawyer's pitch all the way across on that big stop.
Yeah.
He throws it. Who does that? Who throws it across to their quarterback standing there?
I think he did it once earlier this season. I think it's the second time he's done that.
It's insane, though. Like, you got to have a lot of,
you got to have, some trust.
He's got swagger, and he's got some trust, but he's one that does not like to lose. And then you had a couple big catches for Pineview. number 3, Quade Sorensen, had a fabulous
that
game.
One drive was like boom, 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 over the middle and into the end zone.
Yeah, I thought he had a fabulous game, and credit all these kids. There's so much work that is done throughout the season, and it's hard to just pick one play, but I don't know, you pick it. We kind of went through it.
I mean, look, if he jumps, Anzalone doesn't jump that, and say he catches it, he's risking it. He might score. I mean, I still think that the game was not decided until that last play.
Well, the game's not decided. I understand what you're saying. But the play of the game, I don't know. I think there's a bunch of plays of the game and a lot of team effort. But, yeah, I mean, if you want to give it to Anzalone, go for it.
Well, I mean, they're up 7, so you could go back to the previous drive where they scored. And
I'm not diminishing the fact that he had a pick 6.
I know. That was kind of the icing on the cake.
Yeah.
Yep. So, I mean, I'm just kind of trying to spread it out, right? Because if you want to go back to the previous touchdown, it was Rand Sawyer. We already went with star of the game. So I think I'm going with the pick 6. Right. It's a big play for Anzalone. He's been hurt all year.
All right.
He's coming back off an injury.
I support you.
I mean, that's a good play. It's a dangerous play. Like I said, if he doesn't jump that and he comes up empty, the receiver might score.
You know what I was impressed with tonight, too, is both offensive lines played really well tonight.
I agree.
There was only maybe 1 or 2 holding calls the entire night between both teams. Mm-hmm. There was 1 or 2 false start penalties. That was about it. And those 2 defensive lines get after it. And so for the offensive lines to protect their quarterbacks the way they did, and to be able to run the ball for Dixie and block the way they did, credit Coach Monkers with scheme, and then also with those players, and getting that Lapati kid out and hitting linebackers is a huge plus for them. So I will say this, if Dixie stays one-dimensional, they'll probably play a team that's a little bit better up front, and will be able to stop the run a little bit better, but and they'll have to prove that they can throw the football. But again, good game by both teams, and it's sad that one of them has to go home.
Fun night. Oh, do have one other award.
Oh, yeah.
Jersey Mike sub of the game. And, this was the starter shine, right? But, hard to pick one guy that came in. Louis Bennett's he's a starter now, but 4 weeks ago he was not even playing with the team, and he's come back and made an impact. I don't know if the Flyers are where they're at without Louis Bennett playing a little bit of both sides of the ball.
No, they're not.
The stage was set for Brooks to maybe come in backup quarterback and tie it up or something, but that didn't
a lot
happen.
Of people, I'm sure people know, but there's some people that don't know that they lost a 2-way starter in the beginning of the season with the Coughlin kid. Is a starting. He's a starter
Skyridge.
At Skyridge right now. So that's a huge kid to overcome losing. And again, this is typical Dixie, winning games late in the season and pulling things out. So again, congrats to both teams. I got nothing else to say.
I love it. I'm exhausted. This was fun. It was fun to bring it. Thanks to our crew. Dusty, we missed you, buddy. Glad you're back. Dusty Allen with us, getting you all the replays, getting our video production. Blake O'Rulian back in the Fan Sports Network studios on the radio side. Sebastian working the cameras. Carl and I here in the Grass Creek Construction broadcast booth. And before we say goodnight, Blake's going to have a quick wrap-up show. I want to remind everybody, Big Score Dessert is in effect tonight over at Yogurtland. They're open late. It's a Friday night. It's good only at the St. George Yogurtland. So if you're listening somewhere else in the state, sorry. But appreciate Holbrook Asphalt for doing that. Buy one, you get the second one of equal or lesser value, absolutely free. Holbrook will pay for the second one. The leaders in HA5 and asphalt preservation. Thank you, Holbrook Asphalt. Wanted to just really quickly congratulate Snow Canyon. They won on the road at Murray. Congratulate Hurricane. They beat Cedar tonight, avenging that regular season loss.
Yeah.
And what a job Jerry Cowan's done over there in his first season. And then congrats to Desert Hills and Dixie. Those are your winners. Blake will have more stats, more reaction in a quick wrap-up show. But for our streaming audience on KSL and the fansportsnetwork.com, and for our entire crew, the final 48 to 35. Dixie, moving on. They'll face Provo, and Blake will run down all the matchups for you, I'm sure. Hurricanes moving on. We know Snow Canyon's going to be playing Crimson, and we'll have Desert Hills at Stansbury next week, some more games. But we did have a little Region 9 attrition with Cedar getting knocked out and Pineview getting knocked out tonight.
Yep.
For Golf Frankie, Devin Dixon, thanks for watching. This has been the Johnson Pediatric Dentistry post-game show. We'll take just a quick break. Back to the studio on the radio side. Blake O'Ruling will wrap things up. And that's all brought to you by Finley Subaru, Honolulu Grill, Down East Outlet, and built by Bucks Ace Hardware. Good night from Pineview High.